It is still Ghana in the half of Denmark, trying to open them up. Ghana, a very good strike. It goes over the crossbar, and it hits the crossbar, making it very dangerous for Denmark at the backside. Julius Branson clears his lines, but danger is not already cleared. It is still Ghana, a very good effort, but again, goalkeeper grabs this one easily for Denmark. Denmark living very dangerously at the back. It is still Ghana with the ball in the half of the Danes. Ghana stringing some wonderful passes just to frustrate the Danes this afternoon. They know what's at stake. They have the supporters union here in their numbers to support them. A battle for third place. Embassies World Cup maiden edition for the Juventus Football Academy. Oh, beautiful, lovely passes from Ghana. This is very good from Ghana. A through ball down to the left side of attack. What can he do? So offside the man has to beat Banson. And it is still Ghana in the penalty area of Denmark. Ghana, what can they do but they lose possession? Very good build-up from the Ghanaians, but again, very poor finishing from them. Still Ghana with possession. Ghana is going to go all alone, cut it back, ball hits a Danish player, but still it is still the Denmark in their own half. Denmark, what can they do with this effort? Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in.
Well, if you look at the setup of the Danes, you can see once again they are trying to soak in pressure, and their ability to soak in pressure has been what has carried them to this very stage. But if they could be clinical on the front as well, they would have a game on their hand.
Throwing quickly taken, Lawrence Banson. Lawrence trying to locate Julius Banson, but ball has been intercepted. Ghana with possession now in the center circle. Ball goes down to the left side of attack. It is still Wisdom. Wisdom with the ball now. Wisdom, what can he do? Wisdom trying to go past his marker. And Ghana has been dispossessed now. Denmark, all players in their own half, in their penalty area. Denmark under pressure, but they get to move outside their own box, moving up front. Player has been heckled. Referee comes to the aid of the Danes. It's going to be a free kick. Free kick to Denmark. Third place battle between Ghana and Denmark. A battle for the bronze medal. The maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026. A very good ball to Razak. Razak is being challenged by two players. Very good defending from Ghana there. Player goes down. Referee would have to look at him. But it's still Ghana with possession in their own half. The Ghanaians will switch attack down to the left side. Wisdom. He's been a thorn in the flesh of the defenders of Denmark. Very good defending there from Denmark. Just to thwart that attack from Wisdom. Throw in quickly taken by Wisdom. Goes back to his player. Back to Wisdom. And it's still Ghana. Aziz with the ball. Clears a very good pass to Wisdom. Can Wisdom score? Wisdom damage. It goes down. Players, referee says play on. Ghana were looking to be awarded a penalty, but referee will have none of that. It is still Ghana. Aziz with the ball now. Aziz gets it back. Aziz. And he switches play. Very good pass. A header, but goalkeeper grabs it easily for the Danes. Denmark under pressure. Series of pressure. Referee says a foul on number 7 shattered man for the Danes. Promise Gaduga. He wins a free kick for Denmark. Rodden goes back to Julius Banson. Down to Ishmael Banson. So we have 3 Bansons this afternoon. Yesterday was 2. Today we have 3. All center backs. Still Ghana. And a very good display of passes there from the Ghanaians. So number 12 man for the Ghanaians. Back to Wisdom. Wisdom has been so good for the Ghanaians down the left side of attack. It is still Ghana. What can he do with this ball? Trying to open up the Danes. Aziz and the goalkeeper spoils it. That was poor goalkeeping from the Danes. It's still Wisdom. Wisdom has just failed to deliver that cross, so it's going to be a corner kick in favor of Ghana.
Well, if you look at that save from the goalkeeper, it was a bit shaky there. That could have definitely ended up in a goal if the striker was fast enough to get the rebound. But as you can see, the Danish, their strength is their defense, and that's what they are doing right now. Try to defend as hard as possible, waiting for a mistake to happen.
Corner swung in, but would not be threatened at all. Goalkeeper Solomon Majamba. Solomon Majamba should be very careful because he has some troubles trying to keep the ball for the Danes. Aziz seems to be the playmaker for this side of Ghana. Wisdom, trying to locate Wisdom, but ball has been picked up. Picked up by David Afutu. Afutu was trying to locate Razak, but again, it is Ghana who goes in. Wisdom with the ball one more time. Wisdom to Aziz. Oh, lovely display, but again, Rodden rather pick it up. Intercepted. Ball back to Aziz. It is still Ghana. Stringing some lovely passes. A through ball up to the player. He shoots, but goes way wide.
And you can see that has been the problem with Ghana's attack. The strikers are in a hurry to release the ball into goal. And when you're in a hurry like that, you tend to miss your shots when the opportunities come. But if they are able to be clinical enough, things will definitely work out.
Ghana have been tagged as slow starters. This is the one-off game, so there is no time to slow start in this particular tie. The winner gets to be crowned the third place of this year's tournament, the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026. It is still Denmark in their own half. Rodden left the ball up to his player, but again, it is Ghana who pick it up. And the Ghanaians moving dangerously, menacingly into the half of the Danes. Wisdom, the tormentor, chief tormentor, Wisdom. That's a feeble strike. Solomon, again, I say Solomon. Keeper Solomon, he's just lucky. None of these efforts have gone past him. Escaping by the skin of his teeth. 3 times already. It's still Ghana in the half of the Danes. Rodden loses possession. Back to Aziz. Aziz was trying to locate Wisdom, but Afutu is there to pick it up for the Danes. Afutu to Razak. Razak just couldn't keep play. He loses possession. Ghana with the ball now. What can they do? They have more men up front. Ghana, there's option to the left and right. The player loses the ball. Rodden finds Razak. It is now the turn of Denmark. Who goes in? Razak with the ball to Kin. Oh, poor delivery from Kin. He loses the ball there. And Ghana will pick it up from the back. An individual run, but he's been brought down. Still Ghana with possession. Aziz with the ball now. He's the maestro in midfield for the Ghanaians. Aziz. And a very poor delivery from Aziz. It goes way, way over the bar.
And I think Aziz has figured out the problem with the Danish keeper and is trying to test his prowess from that distance. But luck will not be on his side as he hits it far and wide.
Lawrence Banson. A long searching ball up front for his players. But again, they lose possession. Referee comes in for the Danes. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Denmark. Denmark, who's behind the ball. 21 shot at the man, Johannes Rodden. Kane also behind the ball, but a very poor effort from Kane. Ball goes for the Ghanaians. Wisdom against Lawrence Banson. Wisdom tries to go for goal, but again Solomon is there. But that was a poor effort.
Yeah, it was very, very poor. He had an opportunity to go wide, and he decided to take the one-on-one, and he decided not to dribble the defender after taking the one-on-one. And now he's pressured to take a shot, and that's what happened if you are in a hurry for the ball to leave your feet.
Wisdom has been very threatening with his runs, his positioning, awareness, but again, he lacks that cutting edge. Final delivery has been his bane this afternoon for Ghana. Wisdom challenges Banson, gets the ball. Aziz Yusuf, lovely display from the Ghanaians now. Can they finish it off? A very good chance for Ghana. What does he do with this one? Again, goalkeeper Solomon.
And at this point, you can see what is helping Solomon is they are shooting the ball straight to him and not from wide distances where he will find it very, very difficult to stretch if he's tested at that point.
Again, Ghana. Solomon has been the busiest of the goalkeepers. A very good chance for Ghana. Can they make this one count? Again, the Danes will be there with their center back just to forward that attack. A very good effort. Goes over the player of the Ghanaian. And it goes back to the half of Ghana. Aziz, or rather Razak now with the ball, fails to keep possession. And it's still Ghana who goes in. 15, Nasiru. Nasiru with the ball, loses possession. But it's still Ghana. And Mukaila wins it for the Ghanaians. It is still Ghana with possession. Ghana trying to open up the Danes. Ghana who goes in, loses possession. Referee counts the Ghanaians. This time around, the free kick for Ghana. A free kick for Ghana, just 20, 25 yards out.
And you know, that's a very, very bad place to make a dangerous tackle like that, close to your goal. You would want to be very technical with it, but it seems he was trying to force the ball out of his feet. And that might cost them. With the goalkeeper and goal, it might be very, very difficult to stop something like this.
One thing that helped the Danes to this place or this third place game was that the fact that they had a very resolute defense after their opening defeat. They came out very strong and very tall in subsequent games. We're seeing a similar approach and similar character in this afternoon's game against Ghana. Ghana with a free kick, 3 players behind. But there's a man known as Bayan. Bayan Abdul is one going to take this one for Ghana. Bayan against Solomon. Bayan against the wall and against Solomon. But rather, he leaves it for his teammate, and a very poor effort from Ghana, who will not trouble the defense of the Danes. But it's still Wisdom. Wisdom. Lovely display, but he loses possession. Ball goes back for the Ghanaians, still in the half of the Danes. And it is Aziz with the ball now, loses possession. Razak will pick up for the Danes. Razak challenge to it. Razak loses possession. It is still Ghana. Bayan. Bayan also loses possession there, but referee says that is a foul. That was a foul against Bayan Abdul. Bayan was trying to go past 2-3 players, but he was stopped in his tracks there. Referee said that was illegal. Illegal on the part of the Danes. So it's a free kick. Another free kick in a very good position for Ghana. Again, 3 men behind that ball. Aziz, Bayan Abdul, and Wisdom Felix. Who kicks this one for Ghana? It is Wisdom Felix. Wisdom, and that is one of the most wasteful, very wasteful from Wisdom. A very wasteful effort from Wisdom.
You know, there's a lot of things you shouldn't do in football, and I think this is one of them.
An effort that lacked ambition.
Overly ambitious for him to try something like that.
It lacked ambition, lacked precision, lacked vision.
Distance and depth. It just lacked everything you wouldn't want in a free kick.
Denmark, a big boot up front. Referee says that's the end of the first half. So we've come to the end of the first half. A third place game, a fight for the bronze medal. Who wins the bronze medal of the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026? Ghana against Denmark. So far it was a one-sided game in the first half. Ghana with numerous chances to have gone ahead and taken the lead, but again they flagged their lines. Profligacy up front by the Ghanaians. Let's see what they can do in the second half. For the Danes, I'm sure they'll look forward to having a better second half when we return on the pitch. Ghana versus Denmark. Fight for third place and, of course, fight for the bronze medal. Who wins the bronze medal at the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup? Coming to you live from the Juventus Football Academy, live on GTV Sports Plus, across all socials, and live on Juventus Ghana on YouTube.
Well, you can see this is a very, very interesting matchup. And as you can see, the setups of the teams are what is happening on the pitch. You can see the Danes who have set up defensively, hoping the Bansim brothers just bail them out of any opportunity they get to score a goal. And you know, Ghana is pressing hard and hard. Pressing. But nothing seems to be coming out of it. And it's very difficult like that if you set your team, because at a certain point, when attacking pressure is placed on your defense, it will crumble. Because if you stretch an elastic band too much, it will eventually break. And that will cause problems for your side. And so it's very, very difficult for the Danes to do something. But Ghana looks very, very wasteful in front of goal. And probably this game might end up in a penalty shootout.
A penalty shootout, certainly an option. But again, it will depend on what happens in the second half and the approach by these two teams. A fight for a bronze medal. Who wins the third spot of the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup, Ghana 2026. Again, let me just remind you of the summer boot camp. So it was a water break. It was rather a water break. So we're still in the first half of the game. It was a water break just to give the players some breather. A very sunny, hot afternoon, so you can understand. A water break, we're still in the first half. Summer Boot Camp 2026 from the 22nd of June to the 17th of July 2026. This summer, just join us for an unforgettable 4-week Juventus Academy boot camp where football meets fun, discipline and growth all the Juventus way. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Smack Sports Center. Participants are expected to pay $1,900 and this fee is going to include official Juventus training, kits, lunch and activities. There's also a weekly option of $600. The duration is for 4 weeks, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Smack Sports Center is the venue. 20% off tuition this May. Sports are limited, so secure your place very early. The Juventus Boot Camp. The Juventus way is how we are developing the next generation of legends. You don't want to join this one. Wisdom Felix, Wisdom. Oh, Wisdom. Lovely display from Wisdom. Can he finish it off? He finds Aziz. Back to Aziz. Aziz shoots. Goalkeeper Solomon spills it. And a rebound by Ishmael bouncing there to clear their lines one more time.
This is his third spill in the game. And if he keeps spilling like that.
I think the Ghanaians should anticipate now.
Yeah.
After a short struck, there should be a player just following up.
Yeah, for the
because
rebound.
Solomon definitely is going to spill that ball.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a technique. Who knows?
It's never a technique, Chris. It's never a technique to spill a ball. I think the coach of the Ghanaians should know what to say to the Ghanaian players. How many times have we seen Solomon spill the ball after trying to keep a shot? Ghana still looking to open up the Danes. Wisdom Felix. He's seen much of the ball more than any Ghanaian player on the pitch. And it's still Bayan. Bayan trying to locate number 2 shot man Kofi Sago. Kofi with the ball now at the right side of attack. Kofi lifts it for Rendon. Rubin shoots. Again, Solomon spills it. Solomon, the goalkeeper for Denmark, very, very busy this afternoon.
Like I said, he has actually been making saves. It might be a new technique. You know, the art of spilling. He's definitely made some very, very good saves.
The most important thing is he's able to make the save before spilling it.
If it's working, you don't stop it.
Of course. Solomon Majamba, the #1 goalkeeper for Denmark this afternoon. And it is still Ghana. Another shot. This time around, he keeps it tidy and neat. A fight for the bronze medal. Who wins the bronze medal? The maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup, Ghana 2026. Coming to you live from the Juventus Sports Center Football Academy, where we are creating legends since 1897. It is still Ghana, down to Wisdom Felix. Felix, chief tormentor. chief tormentor. What can he do? Back to Aziz. Oh, lovely display. But again, Felix. Wisdom Felix is the culprit.
Oh, he's definitely the
Wisdom Felix.
Bradley Bacola of the team. He has everything but finishing.
He's the culprit.
But finishing.
Fans are beginning to he's beginning to look suspicious. It is still Denmark now. Denmark retaliating into the half of the Ghanaians. And it's Afutu. Afutu has been challenged by 2 or more Ghanaians. What can they do? It is still Denmark in the half of Ghana, down the far right side of attack. A huge challenge there about the referee. Referee says that is going to be a foul against the Ghanaians. Wisdom Felix is beginning to look like a suspect. How many times have we seen him squander chances up front in very, very good situations? A free kick for the Danes. Denmark with a very good free kick. Who opens the scoring? It's still deadlock, Ghana versus Denmark. I see the man known as Johannes Rodden behind the ball. Rodden with behind the ball. Rodden goes for a long drive, but it goes over the bar.
You know, for a defensive team like the Danes, set pieces should be their go-to thing. Yep. You know, not.
Oh, Elizabeth has been heckled down. Elizabeth is trying to hold her grounds, but again, the Ghanaians will show no mercy. Clemento Suarez is in the house, in the building. His team is in the finals.
Hopefully he gets more minutes. You know?
Hopefully he gets more minutes.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets more minutes. Clemento Suarez, the leader, the inspirer. His team is in the finals. A very good pass for Afutu, but again, he's still holding on to the ball. What is he doing? A lot of time wasted there by the Danes. They could have just capitalized on that, but he failed to do that. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a welcome goal kick, Ghana. Goalkeeper, Salam. Salam begins attack for the Ghanaians. Down to the right side, Kofi Sago. Kofi leaves it for Nasiru. Nasiru with the ball now. Nasiru gets back to Kofi. Kofi. And he leaves it for his teammate. It is still Ghana. They've been challenged to it and well beaten. A very poor pass from Gaduga. Ghana will pick up the pieces. Aziz with the ball. Aziz with a fine through pass. Trying to locate number 12 to the man. Mukaila. Mukaila has been brought down. Referee says a fair challenge. Afutu wins it. Mukaila is surprised. I think he's shocked at the referee's decision. But that looked like a fair challenge. It is still Ghana moving into the spaces, but a very good challenge from Julius Banson. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Ghanaians. Mukaila is still on the pitch. He's still in disbelief. I don't think he appreciated the referee's decision.
But it was a fair tackle. It was all ball. So, I mean, he's right to protest. Every player would. But it's a fair challenge.
A challenge that got his boot off. Was it a fair challenge?
I mean, sometimes the ball, you know, makes something slip, or the boots are bigger than his feet. Who knows? There are so many reasons why your boots could come off. So it was a fair challenge.
Chris is not holding back. And Ghana quickly gets us back on track. Kofi throws it back for his teammates. It is Bayan Abdul. Lovely chip. Trying to locate Aziz. Aziz to Wisdom. Oh, Wisdom with a lovely back pass to Aziz. Aziz and Felix. Very good pair. And what is going to be a very good goal from Ghana? Oh, Luwa. Oh, referee. Referee just spoiled the party for Ghana. Ghana thought they had gotten themselves ahead, but the referee and linesman was spot on. That was an offside. And the Danes launch one inside. Razak chasing for the ball, but he loses possession there. Ghana with a very good recovery. Player heckled. Referee said that was illegal. It's going to be a free kick in favor of the Ghanaians. Quickly, the Ghana gets it underway. And it is Nasiru. Nasiru trying to locate his teammate. Very good pass from Nasiru to Bayan. Bayan Abdul loses possession there. Kane goes back. Goes back trying to locate Ismail Banson. And it's still Kane, but ball goes out of play now. Substitution. Mukaila, after that challenge, could not return. So we have number 18 man coming in to replace Mukaila. The first substitution of the game, going the way of the Ghanaians. Ghana with more bodies in the half of the Danes. It is Aziz, Yusuf to Wisdom. And Gaduga has possession now. Ball goes off the arm of a player. And the referee comes to the rescue of the Danes right in their own half. Going to be a free kick. Julius Banson behind the ball now. Julius is the one to take it for the Danes. Denmark have not looked sharp at all up front. They barely tested goalkeeper Salam of the Ghanaians. Afutu on the chase now. He loses possession. Wisdom Felix. Felix is challenged by Ismail Banson. It's still Felix with the ball. Felix. Bayan Abdul locating, and the hand of Maradona from Julius Banson. The hand of Maradona from Julius Banson. Referee shows the yellow card rather. Was it the last man?
It definitely was. I think the referee is being
magnanimous. The referee is just being merciful this afternoon.
Yeah, he's being merciful because that was a clear extension of his arm to stop the ball from going over him.
It looks so deliberate as well.
Yeah. Or naturally making yourself bigger. That's definitely a red. The referee is just being merciful now.
Julius, I don't know what he was thinking.
I think he knew definitely if the ball fell behind him, it would have been a goal.
Yeah.
And he'd rather take the yellow card. He's taking one for the team.
Yeah, take one for the team, as always. Bayan, Aziz behind the ball. These are the two men behind the ball. Who goes in to take this one? Bayan! Oluwa! Bayan Abdul breaks the deadlock. The virginity of the game has been broken. Ghana into the lead.
Looking at the way things were going, it was bound to happen some way or the other. This is the second free kick goal of the game, of the tournament.
Yeah.
And, well, the goalkeeper just had planted feet. You know, he could have moved to the side a bit, but he just decided to stay where he was. And I don't know what he was thinking, but he would definitely not get there in time with his feet planted.
Solomon has been very busy this afternoon.
Extremely busy.
He's kept some very fine saves, but this one was just too much for him. A very good free kick from Bayan. Sets Ghana up into the lead. Ghana lead by a goal to nil. A bronze medal match between Ghana and Denmark. As it stands, Ghana has 1 foot in there. And referee says that's a foul. Free kick in favor for Denmark. Free kick in favor of the Danes. Kane behind the ball. So is Rodden. All the Danes are into the half of the Ghanaians. A very good free kick. And Razak with a very, very feeble shot. Wouldn't trouble goalkeeper Salam at all. Salam gets it back underway. And there's a chase for the ball. Who goes in? It is 47th man, Ruben entry. Ruben has Wisdom to his right. It is Aziz who comes in. Can this be the second goal? Aziz! Oh my word! Aziz!
You see, when we talk about wasteful, that is what the Ghanaian team has been the whole tournament. I mean, they could have gone to the finals, but because of things like this, they'll remain where they are.
Aziz, a very disappointing effort, and it could have been easily 2-0 up for the Ghanaians. Pat for Aziz miss. Referee ends the first half. This time around is the end of the first half, not a water break. So that's the end of the first half. Remember that the winner of this tie will be presented the medals quickly, immediately, right after the game. So right after the game, we'll have medal presentation for the third place finish. And then we'll have the final game between Italy and the UK. A very, very cagey duel. A very big match, very, very competitive. Two of the very best of this year's competition come face to face in the finals. You don't want to miss it. A mouth-watering encounter live on GTV Sports Plus.
Well, right after the game, both teams will come for their medals. The third place and the fourth place will come for their medals right after the game. And so the winner of this game will take the bronze medal. And so the Ghanaian side in the lead. And as it stands, if things continue the way they are, they will be going away with a bronze medal. And so all teams, please remember that you'll be awarded right after your game. Both Ghana and Denmark, you'll be awarded right after your game. Ghana and Denmark, you'll be awarded right after your game. Third place and fourth place match going on between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Danish Embassy, or the Embassy of Denmark. And well, Ghana, who have been wasteful, have been graced with a goal. And the Danes would have to do more than enough to come back in the second half.
Well, again, let me just remind you that the 2026-2027 season registration Juventus Academy enrollment begins, and we have categories for ages 6 to 8. A tuition fee of $1,500 and kids going for $500. For the ages 9 to 11, have your tuition fee of $2,000, kids going for $500. And the age category of 12 to 14, you have $2,500 going for the tuition fee, and a kids fee of $550. And for the Primavera, 15 to 19 ages and above, you have $3,000 going for tuition fees, and the kids fees $550. So these are the enrollment fees for the 2026-2027 season registration of the Juventus Academy, Ghana. 20% off tuition this May. So there's a 20% discount off for the tuition fee this May. Again, there is the summer boot camp from the 22nd of June to the 17th of July 2026. From 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Smack Sports Center is the venue. The Juventus way is the best way. Our program is designed to help young athletes sharpen their technical, tactical, physical, and mental skills in a professional yet enjoyable environment. For participants, program fees are going for $1,900, and this includes official Juventus training kit, lunch, and activities. There's a weekly option of $600 per week. Duration is a 4-week duration. And from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Smack Sports Center, we get to develop some of the best talents here in Ghana. 20% off tuition this May. Spots are limited, so secure your spots or secure your place early. The Juventus Academy Ghana, the Juventus way. So first half has come to its end. Ghana leading by a goal to nil against Denmark. Ghana looking forward to have those bronze medals around their necks.
And well, with the way they are wasteful in front of goal, if the Danes manage to equalize, it will be very, very difficult for them to have that bronze medal around their neck.
But the thing is, the Danes have not been very threatening this time around. Unlike yesterday, where we saw some glimpses of attacks, you know, in their foes or in their games.
I think purpose plays plays a role in your style of play. When you are fighting for something, you fight differently. And before that, they were more relaxed, and it seems they've returned to that style of play, hoping that something different will come out of it. But then again, most of their players who have been solid from the beginning are still solid now. Rory Wood, Rodden, and Razak have been nothing but brilliant. I think they are missing King in this game.
They're missing him. It was very influential for them last time. So obviously, we are in for another entertaining half, the second half of this game between Ghana and Denmark. Remember that a medal presentation will happen right after the game. Right after the game, we'll have the medal presentation, and then we'll move on to the final game, the best of the best. It is Italy up against the UK, a very, very competitive final game with Clemente Suarez, the starman, the talisman for the British High Commission. Clemente Suarez is going to be that man.
Yeah, I think he has a special place in the team. For him not to even warm up shows his level of professionalism and the caliber with which he plays with. So it says a lot about his style of play.
Clemente is the star man, the talisman. He's seen it all before. He's done it all. He's won the highest accolades in football. So he knows it best. Clemente Suarez, the talisman. He doesn't play much. He plays very few minutes. But again, the few minutes are very crucial. So we're about to kickstart the second half of the game. Ghana versus Denmark. Ghana leading by a goal to 0. The Ghanaians have squandered a lot of chances in the first half. They could have been up by 3 or 4 goals. Aziz and Felix, the culprits. Aziz, Felix were very wasteful in the first half. They could have gotten Ghana a lot of goals. Probably we'll see a different approach and different performance from these two.
So yeah, if you look at how they have set up now, it means they're looking for something different in this game. Made some substitutions, made some rearrangements. The Bansim brothers have been solid. They just need someone lethal in front of goal to make something out of the passes they receive.
So substitution has been made for the Danes. Kane comes in for the Danes, the star man for them. And Ghana gets us underway. Ghana down the left side. It is Bayan Abdul. His goal separates the two sides. Bayan scored a very wonderful free kick in the first half to get Ghana the lead. Ghana, the far left side of attack. Beautiful dummy, but he's been stopped in the tracks there. Denmark will pick up the pieces in their own half. They switch. Trying to switch play, but the player, that's Razak, just couldn't get hold of that ball. The ball goes to goalkeeper Salam. Salam finds his teammates. It is Ghana. Down the left side of attack, Bayan Abdul. Very good ball to Wisdom Felix. Wisdom gets back onto the ball, but a very good challenge from Lawrence Benson. Slots the ball out of play. It's going to be a corner kick for Ghana. Corner kick taken very short. And a very good cross. No one there to connect that cross. Ball go out of play. Denmark currently trailing Ghana by a goal to 0. The winner of this tie wins the bronze medal. Medal presentation will be done right after the game. They will head straight to the final game between Italy and the UK. Ball goes back to goalkeeper Salam. Salam finds his teammate. And it's still Ghana. A long ball up front for teammate. Ghana, what can they do with this chance? Across, but it's too hard. Goes to Kofi. Kofi Sago with the ball now. Has a man to challenge. And he loses possession. Gaduga finds Kane. Kane to Ishmael Banson. It is still Denmark in their own half. Back to Kane. Kane goes back to Ishmael. It is still Ghana. From one Banson to the another. Julius Banson gets back to Kane. This is much better from the Danes, but they lose possession. And Bayan lifts it for his teammate. What can he do with this chance? He's been challenged fairly by Lawrence Banson. Banson finds Rodin. Rodin with the ball now. Rodin, oh, a very good pass up front. Goalkeeper Salan comes out to stop Razak. It could have been a different story there. But Kane, since the introduction of Kane, I think the Danes have looked better.
Yeah, like I said, he is their maverick when they need something out of nothing. He's the guy who's able to create it. And it seems he has pulled his muscle and has indicated he can't continue.
Yeah, I think that was the reason why he started the game late. The pass back to goalkeeper. What can they do? Lawrence Banson, Julius Banson, rather, miscommunication on that part.
Well, you can see Julius was telling the goalkeeper to come collect, but he was a bit hesitant. And that would have caused them, if the striker was able to get in between them, that would have been a goal they've gifted away after their style of play again.
Would have cost them dearly. They're already trailing Ghana by a goal to 0. They've not looked potent in attack this afternoon, the Danes. They've been very lethargic, and quickly it's been taken, but it's been headed out. It goes out of play. Welcome goal kick Denmark. Live on GTV Sports Plus. Streaming live on GTV Sports Plus across Facebook. And Juventus Ghana on YouTube. This is the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026. Lawrence Banson, a big boot up front. Kofi Rada heads it down. Finds Nasiru. And to Aziz. Aziz, a very good cross. Goalkeeper again, miscommunication. Miscommunication between Ishmael Banson and goalkeeper Solomon. Ball goes back to goalkeeper Solomon. Solomon with a very poor strike. And Ghana will pick out the pieces. Goes back, searches for Kofi. Kofi Sago with the ball now. Kofi with the ball. Kofi finds Bayan Abdul, the goal scorer. Bayan Abdul. Abdul goes down to the right side. Aziz is there. Aziz with a lot of space. Aziz with a shortest pass. And this is the second goal. Oluwa! Ghana with the second goal of the game. Ghana have cushioned the lead. They are in pole position now for that bronze medal. Yeah,
they have one hand on the bronze medal. And they have been able to, take their chances now. And, it's a bit problematic when your star man is hurt when you need him the most. The Danes have lost Razak. And that's a lot. That's a lot to handle. That's a lot to take in right now.
Another substitution for the Danes. Denmark are in trouble. Denmark are in trouble. So Kane put a muscle, so Kane is out again. They are missing the services of Kane. A very key player for them. Yesterday, he was the man behind their success in yesterday's game when they beat the Italians. But again, this afternoon, he is nursing an injury. Unfortunately, his services greatly missed by this day inside. Ghana looking more flamboyant now. They can afford to because they are leading by 2 goals to 0. Still Ghana pressing on, looking for the third goal. And Ruben Entry lifts it. You can clearly hear the coach. The coach says he needs more goals. They are looking to be more ruthless and merciless.
And now that they've opened the floodgates, I think they'll be able to play from a place of comfort. You can see them displaying their skills, and that's what happens. But if you get too complacent, you might actually pay for it.
Gaduga has been brought down. Referee comes to his aid. He says that's a foul. It's a free kick in favor of Denmark. So Ebenezer Salifu is on for Kane. Salifu, age-setted man, is the man who just came on for Kane. Ghana will make another substitution. Kofi Sago. Kofi is out. And we have Abdullah in. Abdullah comes on for Kofi Sago. Meanwhile, Denmark, they have a free kick to effect. Rodden behind the ball. Rodden Henderson behind the ball for Denmark. Will he go for a long one? Yes, he goes for a cross. No one there to connect that cross. And the ball goes out of a danger area for Ghana.
Another great set piece taker for the side. Well, he pulled the muscle after the kick.
If Rodden goes out, that will be a bigger blow for the Denmark team.
Yeah, another player going off will be very, very problematic for them.
If Rodden is unable to continue, that will be a bigger blow for Denmark. Very, very unfortunate for the Danes. They are trailing by 2-0 already. You expect them to have all their best players on the pitch, but unfortunately the coach would have to deal with this blow. Clearly, he cannot continue, so Rodden will make his way out. Quite unfortunate. He's been a very, very strong figure for this Dane team.
Do you think he has some semblance with Martin Odegaard?
Yes, clearly could see.
It does look like Martin Odegaard a bit.
Odegaard and Rodden. Quite unfortunate. His afternoon has come to an end, so Rodden off, Joshua Adaye in. Rodden off, Joshua in for him. Meanwhile, it is a throw-in for the Danes. Afutu with the ball. He goes for a long one. Reminds me of Stoke City. For them, they would even need a towel. And a very, well, that was a great challenge from the Ghanaians. Would have been a very dangerous ball. Salifu with the ball. Salifu down the far right side. It is still Denmark looking to at least catch one back, but goalkeeper Salam picks it up for the Ghanaians.
And you can see this whole time he hasn't been questioned much. Much hasn't been asked from him. He's had nothing to do all day, literally.
Virtually on holidays. Salam has been virtually on holiday. Imposed for Ghana. No threat at all whatsoever. Salifu hits one in, but that wouldn't trouble goalkeeper Salam at all. Salam with a very good ball out front, searching for Ruben entry. There's Wisdom also there. Oh, referee, that's a foul. The maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026 live on GTV Sports Plus. A through ball to Wisdom. What can he do? That's a very, very good ball from Wisdom. But again, I'm afraid that wouldn't stand. There's no VAR, unfortunately, to relook at some of these incidents. But that was a very good effort from the Ghanaians.
And a great run as well.
Yeah, this time around, Wisdom was better.
Yeah. He finished it right. I think the goalkeeper hesitated in his coming to save the ball, and that gave him a lot of time.
Throwing quickly taken by the Ghanaians, but rather ball goes to the opponent. Salifu picks it up for Denmark. They lose possession. It is still Ghana. But again, referee says that is a foul. An illegal challenge on the Ghanaian. Ghana wins a free kick right in the half of Denmark. It's a free kick for Ghana. I can see 9-shirted man Kadiru Saibu behind the ball. Goes back. Goes back to his opponent for his teammates. And they will switch play down to the left side of attack, or right side of attack. Abdullah loses possession. Joshua Dai. Joshua should be very careful about the backside. And it is A very good effort, but goes over or hits the crossbar. A very good effort from Ruben Entry, but he was denied by the crossbar.
You know, for a team that is 2 goals down, I think they are really, really comfortable at the back. Maybe too comfortable to allow something like this to happen to them.
Could have easily been 3-0 for Ghana, only to be denied by the crossbar. Denmark start off again. A very poor cross from the player, and still danger looming at the back line of the Danes. They lose possession and regain it. Salifu with the ball now. Salifu finds Ismail bouncing. Oh, that was a poor pass from Ismail. Abdullah grabs it for Ghana, trying to locate Aziz. Again, they lose possession. Ismail bouncing. Joshua Jai. This is much better from the Danes. And Gaduga chasing for the ball. Gaduga, what kind of run is this?
I think that's him at top speed. Yeah.
Promise, Gaduga just couldn't get to the end of that ball. And it's going to be a welcome goal kick. Aminu finds his teammate. It is Ghana. Nasiru Mukaila. Rather, Bayan Abdul. Abdul with the ball. Finds his teammate Kadir Saibu. It is still Ghana. Wisdom Felix now. Wisdom. Lifts it for Aziz. Aziz to Mukaila. Back to Aziz. Goes all the way back to his teammates. And a through ball up front. But that's too much for the player to handle and get to. It's going to be a goal kick for Denmark. Ghana 2, Denmark 0. If you just join us, Ghana are leading by 2-0. A fight for the bronze medal. Who wins the 3rd place of this year's tournament? The maiden edition of the EMBASSIES World Cup Ghana 2026. Free kick quickly taken in by Joshua Ajayi. And this is much better from the Danes, but Kadiru is there. Stop the Danes in their tracks. Futu cannot challenge him, unable to. It is now the turn of Ghana, turning defense to attack now. Wisdom Felix. Felix has Bayan to pass to, but unfortunately Bayan just couldn't get to that ball. Still Ghana with the ball. Ball to Bayan Abdul. Bayan Abdul finds his teammate down the left side of attack. It is still Ghana. Will he go for a cross? He has to go for the cross by goalkeeper. Solomon comes out, picks it up for Denmark.
That was a very convincing save from the goalkeeper.
It is still Ghana in the half of Denmark.
And if you look at the game closely, you can see Rory Wood has locked up his place. It's so tight out that they hardly get past him. His positioning, his attacking, his overlapping is very impressive.
Rory Wood, also a very, very crucial player for the Danes. Yesterday was fantastic to watch. I understand he's also nursing an injury. So most of the Danes nursing injuries, playing with pain. Would have to give much respect to their commitment this afternoon.
Yeah.
Aziz in an open space. Aziz, what does he do with his ball? Very poor effort from Aziz. Could have done much better. Ismail bouncing. Bouncing goes to the right, finds Afutu. Afutu with Razak. Unfortunately, Razak just couldn't get that pass back. Now the turn of Ghana. Wisdom Felix. Goal passes marker. Wisdom. Very swift, very cunning, very crafty. And another chance for Ghana. Can I make it count? But Rory Wood is there to defend for the Danes. Rory with no help, but Ghana still waits a very good chance at the back of the Danes. Referee comes to the aid of Denmark. Whistles infringement against Ghana. Few minutes to end proceedings. Denmark have 2 goals to cough up to at least put this game to penalties. Ghana in a very comfortable lead to grab that bronze medal. Medal presentation happening right after the game before we get to the best of the best, the final, the grand finale. Suraj was not able to keep the play. Suraj lifts The ball out of play is going to be a throw-in for Denmark. Rory Wood with the ball. Throws it down for Joshua Ajayi. Oh, Joshua. And the Danes have been very, very poor this afternoon in front of goal. And a very good chance for Denmark. What can I do? Goalkeeper out, but player goes down. Referee says fair challenge.
It was a fair challenge.
Who went in late? I'm sure one player went in late, but clearly Razak is in pain. The striker for Denmark. Razak is in much pain. I think he went a bit late.
Considering his position, I believe he could have gotten there a bit faster and scored the goal.
Goalkeeper Salam, what was he thinking? Went out of his goal post, going to challenge for a ball.
Yeah, I think that instead of guarding the ball, he should have helped it on its way to throw. And guarding it almost cost him a goal. Almost cost him a goal.
If Denmark is able to equalize, get back into this game, it will be one of the miraculous results of this competition. So temporary hold up because Razak needs to be attended to, the striker for Denmark. It was a very, very messy challenge between him and the Ghanaian defender. So the Danes will make another substitution. I can see Catherine warming up. Catherine warming up, but a very good chance for Denmark. Razak to Afutu. Afutu, what can he do? Afutu goes wide and he shoots. Side netting. Afutu.
Definitely, they could have made a lot from that. A lot. He could have just cut in and they would have had
He decided to go wide, rather.
Oh, come on. The angle was too tight for him to score.
Ghana with the ball. Suraj. Suraj with the ball for Ghana. Locates his teammate. Mukaila with the ball. Nasiru Mukaila goes back to goalkeeper. Salam. Salam with the ball. Salam launches a deep one inside and player caught offside. Ruben Entry was in an offside position. Ruben Entry, Wisdom Felix, Aziz. These are the chief tormentors. Leave them unchecked and trust me, you'll be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. So another substitution. Catherine is warming up. Catherine Pallison is warming up. Play continues. It is Razak loses possession. Wisdom Felix picks it up. Kadiru to his teammate. It is still Ghana in a very good position. Wisdom to Bayan. Abdul. Bayan. Very good display from Bayan. Switches play down to the right side of attack. It is Suraj. And Rory Wood was brought down. Referee says that is a foul. Free kick going to the Danes. Promise Gaduga makes his way out, and Catherine Pallison is the substitute coming on. Promise out, Catherine in. Again, the Danes are the only side with females in their, fold.
That's an impressive feat, actually. And the last time she came in, they scored a goal. Let's see if she'll be able to replicate her charm.
Much respect. Most of their players are nursing injuries still, and they have females in their fold. Much respect to the Danes. Top commitment and mentality from Denmark. But they are trailing Ghana by 2-0. Wisdom And a poor pass from Wisdom was trying to locate Aziz, but it's still Ghana. And Bayan, this time around, goes wide.
I think Ghana have a precision problem when it comes to shooting. They really don't know where they want to put the ball if they want to shoot. And they end up flying it over the crossbar. And Rory Wood comes in again with a big tackle. The man has done no wrong since the beginning of the competition. He's been nothing but brilliant. And now the Danes on the attack. But the man is brought down. The referee whistles and points to the scene of the crime. The man Rory Wood will be the one behind this one. And he will try to hit Rory now with the ball. Trying to make something out of it. Rory Wood throws it forward. The Danes now in a good place to attack. And Razak quite close, but couldn't get there in time. And it's now Ghana on the attack. Echi picks it up. Echi still going. Tries his luck. The goalkeeper spills for the rebound. Aziz blocked again. And Aziz trying to find the ball now. Ball in possession of Ghana. The under 18. The man trying to turn. Force it. Trying to make something out of it. And well, Ghana do have a corner kick on their hand. Ghana now to take the corner. It's hit far. Beautiful reception. And now Felix, can he make something out of it? It's hit to Felix. It's headed out. Another opportunity to hit. Rory goes in with his friends. And what is the verdict of the referee? He says goal kick. The captain, Julius Barson, in position waiting. And his centre back, colleague or pair will be the one to kick the ball. He hits it far enough. It's going forward. The centre backs deal with it. Felix now running after the ball. Brings it back into play. Beautiful reception from the wing back. Salifu fighting for it now. They are into the thick of things. And Kadiru Saibu will be the one to throw the ball back in to play. Kadiru throws it forward. Finds Bayan. The ball goes back. They start all over again from their goalkeeper. Comes into the middle. Beautiful reception. It's hit forward. Aziz takes a touch. Too heavy. Still Aziz. Aziz. Felix now hits it forward. And now Ghana again on the attack. Two goes up. Rory Wood goes in. Ghana again. A big chance for them. And well, the man King Boateng says no to him. And goal kick again for the Danes. They take a shot. King goes back to his centre back. Julius clears it out of harm's way. And that could be a beautiful pass. The Danes now on the attack. Looking forward, hits forward. And now can he make it? Takes a touch. And my goodness. And if any mother is watching, this is the reason why your children should take a lot of milk. Aziz now. Again, another opportunity. My goodness, poor communication between the two forwards. Aziz now, the man distributing the passes, trying to find his attacker, Julius. The referee says Julius brings his man down. Aki is the one who goes down. Aziz will take hold of the ball and will start play with his colleagues. Aziz now still flicks the ball on. Felix, he was offside. And the players are in disbelief. How was he offside? Beautiful pass from Posen. Gifts. It's it to Felix. Felix goes past his man. He shoots. Blocked by the centre backs. Aziz now with a back flick. Ayan Aziz takes his touch. Aziz! And another chance wasted. The fans saying Aziz is a man to waste your chances if you need him. And my oh my, a glorious opportunity for them to make it 3. And they do miss the opportunity. The match after this is the British High Commission versus the Italian Embassy. The man searching for help. Who can he find? David Afutu brings it back into play. Ayan takes the ball, pushes it forward. The referee whistles. And there's a foul against Ghana. Julius Bonson, the captain of the side, has remained staunch in all fronts. It is David Afutu who rolls the ball down for who to pick it up. Lawrence Bunsen, the other Bunsen brother, hits it long, trying to find his attacker. And well, the centre backs crowd him out. Ayan picks up the ball. It's into midfield. Aziz takes a touch, finds Ayan again. It is hit forward. Bunsen with a block. Referee, he will tell them to calm down. And well, there are 2 people you shouldn't tell to calm down on the pitch. That is Lawrence Bunsen and Julius Bunsen. They are ruthless when it comes to defending. And you do not want to make an enemy out of them. Bayan Abdal has been a thorn in their flesh, so has Felix. And anytime Aziz has the ball, well, the Danes have nothing to worry about. The free kick crossed in beautifully. Rory over his man. And the ball rolls across the face of goal. Isaac, what do you think about the thing so far?
I mean, too bad for Denmark. Quite unfortunate. Not impressed with their performance today. Much better performance from yesterday, but we're hoping that it will improve upon that performance.
Oh! And another goal for Ghana. And would that count as an own goal? Julius Bunsen was going in for the tackle. And the ball rolled past their goalkeeper. Isaac, what do you think about that goal?
This is far for Ghana. I mean, this is too easy for Ghana. The kind of performance we're seeing for the Danes are not impressive, like I said. But clearly you can understand. A lot of players injured. Their key man, King, equally injured. The only team with females in their squad. So clearly you can understand their plight. But again, great commitment and much respect to their mentality and how far they've got into. They fight for a 3rd place. Of course, the bronze medal. It's not the kind of match that they wanted, but I think they've done well. And a lot of respect to the Danes.
A lot of respect to the Danes. And coming off is the man, Suraj Masaulu, who will go for his captain, Mohamed Ghali, to come on. The captain of the side, Mohamed Ghali, has come on. He will applaud himself. And well, that is a very, very different setup they're having now. And that will be the end of the game, and we'll be awarding the participants right after. 3rd place is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs Ghana take 3rd place. In a match that wasn't a walk in the park for them. 3-0. And that has been brilliant. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will come for their medals. Will come and receive their medals. Ministry of Foreign Affairs will come and receive their medals for 3rd place. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs will take their medals very quickly. The 3rd place. And we are losing daylight. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, please come for your bronze medal. Please come for your bronze medal. Center referee Nana with his wingman, Mr. Richard Agbovi and Mr. Pumase. 3rd place. 3rd place. 3rd place goes to a bit of camaraderie between the Danish side and the Ghanaian side. They will take and so 3rd place. 4th place will go first. The Danish side will come for their medals. They will come for their medals. Presented by the technical director for Juventus Academy, the Ghanaian legend, Kudra Samoa, will present the medals to the 4th place. The 4th place medals will go to the Danes. They have done a brilliant job today. The likes of Elizabeth Lowe, Julius Bunsen, the captain of the side, Rory Wood, Rodding, and so the presenters will have to turn and face. And so first will be Julius Bunsen, the captain of the side. He will go for his medal. A yeoman's job done by him. He's done brilliant. One of the best centre backs in the game. He will be followed by his counterparts and his teammates for 4th place. Brilliant job done by them. Rory Wood, Johan Rodding Henningsen, Catherine Pallinson, Ebenezer Salifu, Benjamin Okine, Lawrence, the other brother Bunsen, Donko, Joshua Dye, Promise Gaduga, Harrison Ofori, David Afutu, Solomon Majamba, Ishmael Bunsen, the 3rd Bunsen brother, Darlington Dogbe, Razak Jayeni, King Boateng, and Jake Tyria. 4th place for the first edition of the Embassy Cup. And the 3rd and 4th place match you just saw, 4th place goes to the Danish Dynamites. They have been brilliant in this tournament. They have done their best, but sometimes your best just isn't enough. And apart from diplomatic talks, you can see they deal in football as well. And if you ever go to the Danish embassy and you see Julius Bunsen or Lawrence Bunsen, you should know they did have a career before getting a 95. And so they have done well, ladies and gentlemen. Let's applaud them. Let's applaud the 4th side, the Danish Dynamites, the embassy of Denmark. They have done great. And well, 4th place in the first edition of the Embassy Cup. They go away 4th place. The only team to have females in their fold, and they have been nothing but brilliant. 3rd place goes to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ghana, aka the Black Stars, who fans have been frustrated with today, but they have compensated them with a 4th place. And the captain of the side, Mohammed Ghali, will lead his team to receive their medals. Mohammed Ghali will shake hands with Technical Director Kojo Asamoah, and he will lead his team as they go on. Tajid Salam, Kadiru Saibu, Kofi Sego, Suraj Masaudu, Azif Yusuf, Nasiru Mukailo, Wisdom Felix, Raylin Enki, Bayan Abdal, Aminu Mohammed, Mohammed Ghali, Sadat Mukaila, and Munta Abdullah. Oh my goodness, it is an all-Muslim team. And well, Allah will be proud of this side. They have been nothing but brilliant. And well, the boys have been brilliant. 3rd place, Ghana. And well, the Muslims have been a very big part of the Black Stars in and out of their campaigns. The likes of Majid Ashimiru, Sule Muntari, and the likes. The technical team will also receive their medals. They have done a yeoman's job, and they will get a trophy for coming 3rd place. And so the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ghana, have done their best. And well, Mohammed Ghali, the captain of the side, will take the trophy. Mohammed Ghali will take a trophy with his side. And well, I will bounce off Isaac in the coming minutes and tell him his thoughts about the coming game. And so we have the Gli Azzurri versus the Three Lions. The British High Commission Accra will be playing the Italian Embassy. And please, all celebrations should leave the field so we start the finals. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and then the Danish Embassy, please, can you leave the field for us to have the finals? Let's have our celebrations off the pitch. Let's have our celebrations off the pitch. And so, Isaac, what are your thoughts on the coming final? It will be a very, very competitive final.
A very competitive final between Italy and England. That's how I like to put it.
Yeah.
We saw them in yesterday's game. It was a fierce battle, but this is the final, and it's a different, ball game altogether. So I'm expecting another fierce battle between the two sides. Domenico is one man to look out for. Guard Odate Lamte as well, but goalkeeper Ibrahim Abdallah, another great chap in between the sticks for the Italians. For the British High Commission, I think they are more of a team worked team, and that's more of a team in their fold. They play a lot. When you are moving forward, they are very, very good as a team, moving forward, and defending as well. So the man known as Suarez, Clemento Suarez, even though he's not seen much of the game, I think this time around the coach might just give him some few minutes for us to see what he has in stock. So I'm expecting a very cagey draw between the two sides, and I made the best team win.
And as you can see, the Italian side cladded in their regular blue Gli Azzurri, known as the Blues. And please, everyone will have to clear off the pitch for us to start the finals. And well, the Gli Azzurri, a pep talk from Her Excellency Laura, Ibrahim Abdallah and the likes. And well, they will line up Ibrahim Abdallah, Domenico, another man to look at. Both sides have been nothing but brilliant. And so the Italians will face off with the English. They are cladded in Brighton's orange. And then things will proceed. This is the final, ladies and gentlemen, of the Embassy Cup. And well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Isaac, what are your thoughts on the game?
Like I said earlier, we're looking for a very competitive final. Two of the best of this year's Embassy World Cup Ghana 2026 and Italy have been very solid, very phenomenal since the start of the competition. They started off bright in the competition and they are here in the final. For the British High Commission, they are a very good team. They play together, defend together, attack together, and they are led by some incredible players in there just to make sure that they win this title. But again, they face off with a very resolute side in the Italian. And the Italians have some great players also in there just to make sure that they win this year's competition. The maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup, Ghana 2026. And it's been a very lively event since day one. Clearly, the best team is going to win this one. But I think the team with more character, a team who's more determined, a team who avoids complacency and more discipline, is definitely going to win the cup in the maiden edition.
And well, Coach Paulo has been very, very brilliant in this tournament. What do you think about his in and out game management?
Fantastic. We saw about what he did in yesterday's game, especially against Ghana, how they managed to come from a goal down to win the game by 2-1. Solid in-game management from Coach Paulo. He has some very good players, you know, both young and old. He has a blend, a very good blend, a very balanced team for that matter, experience with youthful exuberance, and that makes his team one of the finest in this year's competition. So I'm looking forward to what he, you know, dishes out this time around. I think the players play for him, which is very good. If you have players playing for you, it makes your work easier, and Coach Paulo is one to look out for. Watch out for his tactics on the lines, just to make sure that his team gets his play right on the field. But for the British High Commission, I love their play. Yesterday we saw that final game when they faced against Italy. The skillful display of talent that they have in abundance. Very young players, relatively young players as compared to the Italians. And clearly it's a match made for the gods. So definitely, I think we are in to see a very, very entertaining, enterprising, you know, final between the two sides. And like I said, the team that is more determined, the team that has character more and more discipline, I believe would have the edge over the other.
Well, the likes of Domenico, Francesco, Bedu, Herman, Abdul, Emmanuel, Jonathan, Gard, Mikali, Eric for the Italians, and for the British, Alfred Amenya, William Osei, Fidel Owusu Brown, Eddie Akomia, Prosper Afun, Nicholas Agbeko, Richard Asante, Kasim Piana, James Opoku, James Ayonu, Isaac Champon, Michael Oja. And well, that man seems to be on fire today. Richard Chirem, Clement Ashite will be captain. Hakim Mohamed, Chibite James, that's the goalkeeper. Bernard Ayete, Emmanuel Alex Asamoah, Gideon Hassan. And then for the technical team, Manan Okoye, head coach will be Daniel Ayomi. And so now the players will march on to the middle of the field. We will play their anthems, applaud them, and then we proceed with the final. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we will listen to the anthem of the Italians. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the anthem for the Italian side, and now we'll listen to the anthem of the British side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the anthems, and we have the final on our hand. Both teams will exchange pleasantries as a sign of solidarity and sportsmanship between both sides. And well, I'm here in the commentary box with my man, Isaac. Isaac, what are your thoughts on the game?
Looking forward to another entertaining game. This is the final, the grand finale between Italy and the British High Commission, Ghana. It's a very, very fierce battle between the two sides because of how they've played so far this year's competition. Very, very competitive. They've been very, very good in the attacks and defense. The reason why we see them in the finals. So again, I'm expecting a very, very cagey duel between the two sides. They are leaving no stone unturned. And clearly, we can see some fantastic players in their folds just to make sure that they get that ultimate win. Who wins the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026? This is the grand finale, a decider for that matter, and we are in for another entertaining game.
And well, center referee, Mr. Richard Agbovi, who plays the ball in the center circle, and the Brits, the English, will be the ones to kick us off. And the last time they won the World Cup was 1966. They will play against four-time winners of the World Cup, Gli Azzurri, the Italians, head coach Paolo, who we have been praising from the beginning of the tournament, has managed to claw his way through into the final. And they have done it brilliantly with the likes of Michele, Domenico, and Ibrahim Abdallah between the sticks. This will be a game for all sides to enjoy. And well, the Ghana Supporters Union waiting for the match to begin to give us some. And the English will also have to take a team photo for record's sake. Referee Richard Agbovi, center man on his flanks for Massey and Bismarck. And well, a little bit about the center referee Richard Agbovi. He has a lot of games under his belt, experienced, disciplined and stern. And if you see, he doesn't tolerate nonsense. A man who dishes out his cards very easily. And well, he does not joke with his game.
The leaders of the respective embassies also here. The British High Commissioner to Ghana, Christian Rock, His Excellency, clearly here. He will take a picture with his team. His Excellency Christian Rock, the British High Commissioner to Ghana. And also for the Italians, we have Her Excellency Laura Ranalli, also here. She is the Italian ambassador to Ghana, representing, leading her team to victory. Whether or not they win, I'm sure the grass and the pitch will decide.
Well, the English kick us off. And already they will fly themselves into attack. Domenico and Michele starts the press. And well, ladies and gentlemen, Michele is a man to watch. He has been brilliant this whole tournament. And they will start from behind the Brits. Searching, scanning for his man. Hits into the midfield. Beautiful touch. It is now head forward. And the defense, Hussein, will come in. A man is brought down. And Coach Paolo will raise his hand in protest and ask some questions. But going forward, we're about to have a brilliant game on our hand. Well, already referee Agbovi will tell Hussein to come down. And well, he tell him to come down. Tempest flaring. It is a final after all. Jonathan hits his long, far and wide. It's headed out. Michele running after it. Guard chasing. And well, they'd rather go for the throw. Michele now throws it forward, trying to find Domenico. Beautifully done by Domenico. He now has to press to win possession. Guard picks it up, leaves it for Michele. Michele will go back to Jonathan. Jonathan takes a touch, hits it. Beautiful reception from Eric, but it's cleared out by the English. And well, Francesco Belu, ladies and gentlemen, a man to watch. The ball in the heart of midfield. The English is hit wide, trying to go to flank. Domenico takes a touch. He runs into traffic. The center referee says it is a foul. Coach Paolo having a word with the referee. And now the Italians have a set piece. It's hit wide. And well, the man was trying to test Chibite James, but it wasn't successful. Play will start from behind. And now the English have possession of the ball. Pushing forward, scanning is hit across. Can the man chase after it? Ibrahim Abdallah, the best so far, will have no problem with it. Throws it to Guard. And Guard's first touch, a bit wonky, trying to warm himself into the game. And that was a foul throw. Referee takes it against the English. Jonathan Throws it back to Francesco Bedu. Bedu takes a touch, scanning. Bedu goes long. And well, Eric now will chase after it. Michele as well. Hit back into the midfield. The English had the ball out. And the referee sees no problem with that. Goes back to Ibrahim Abdallah. The attacker chasing after it. Ball is headed back into the midfield. And Domenico. Well, he screams in protest. The referee does. Spots the infringement. And takes it for the Italian side. Isaac, what are your thoughts on the minutes so far?
Exactly what I expected in the first minutes of the game. End-to-end stuff. But again, that battle between those midfielders for the two teams. Clearly, we saw that yesterday. The tension, tempers flaring up. And we are saying a similar thing this afternoon. It tells you how important this match is for the two sides.
And well, Hakeem Mohamed with a foul. Domenico Paolo appealing for a card there, but the referee, well, will pay no heed. It is the man who will stand behind it. Human tries his luck with Chivite, and well, it goes wide. Isaac Champong on the front foot. Play will start from behind again, and the English have possession of the ball. Pushing forward. The captain passes it back. It is hit forward. And now the attackers will run after it. Hussein trying to find Abdallah. Abdallah will collect easily. And the ball is rolled to Jonathan. Locked up there, hits forward. Trying to find Michele. Ball is returned. And the referee says there was a bit of pushing. It is a foul. Michele with a back flick, so play restarts quickly. The ball is hit, beautiful reception. They're scanning, trying to find the wings. Guard stretches, misses. Jonathan trying to dribble there, spills the ball. Now the English have a chance. And now Human hits it. The Italians break into an attack. The captain stops the ball in its track. The British, or the English, have control of the ball. Trying to hit it wide. Eric Boateng couldn't take charge of that. Ball is hit to the flanks. And well, his intended marker couldn't meet the requirements of the pass.
I think both teams are still sizing each other. Clearly, we've not had any clear opportunities from both teams. It is very rare, you know, unlike yesterday's situation where the first minute we'll probably see one or two displays up front. But this is a very, very challenging time for these two sides. Sizing each other, just to look at who makes that mistake at the back just to get a loophole and get a very good chance. So, like I said, this is a befitting final.
And wait, the Brits attack and a stop from the big man Hussein. Hussein has been staunch. Both he and Federico Bedu, who have been very, very solid centre-back pairing from the beginning of the tournament. Corner kick for the English. Crossed it with pace. Headed out, Jonathan. An opportunity for them to cross the ball again. Well, Jonathan goes to rescue his team. The referee says it is a goal kick. And things have been a bit now and stringent, but one side will come out victorious. It is the man Abdallah hits it long, trying to find Michele. And well, Michele Well, has to mark a man for the throw-in. And well, Jonathan again has been solid. As solid as Rory Wood has been for the Danes. He will tap his man on the back, his marker. And you can see the English trying to relax the game. Referee asks if there is a problem. Play continues. Guard heads it out of danger. Newman relaxes the ball and is shot wide. There is a problem. But it seems it has been solved. Francesco Bedu will be the one to start play for us. Hits it long, trying to find Guard. Guard goes past this man. Can he pick it up? And well, he will not be able to meet the requirements of that pass. Stretched and stretched, but still, he wasn't successful. Isaac, things are still stringent. What do you think of the game so far?
Very challenging times between the two sides. A very difficult, opening half for the two sides. Clearly, we've seen limited chances created between them. And it tells you how important this counts for these two sides. But again, I think the Brits have a...
Hold on, English on attack, Abdallah.
And it almost went into the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah. And he did give a full stretch. If it was heading towards goal, he would have met that with his mighty hand. Abdallah to restart play for us. It is a goal kick for the Italian side, Gli Azzurri, popularly known. It is the Embassy Cup final. Hit long, headed out of harm's way. A man goes down, and the referee, well, Emmanuel will complain. This has happened twice. Like I said, he is a stern man, Agbovi Richard. Referee will call the ball back. Well, things have been a bit slow. Hussein will say something to his opponent. Well, we can only guess what he said. Drop ball is hit long. Eric will have to go after it. Eric and Guard. Can Guard keep it in? Guard does keep it in. Eric shoots the ball. And well, that wasn't a cross. That wasn't a shot. He will be the only one to determine what that was. Caught in between minds. A foul throw. And this has really been happening for the English side. 2 foul throws. Newman checks the ball, trying to relax it. Throw in against the English. It's now the Italians who are on the attack. Ball thrown in, Emmanuel in the thick of things. Headed out. Domenico running for it. Hit back. Newman trying to relax it. Michele trying to relax it as well. Eric Boateng. The ball is cleared away by the man, Eddie Akumia. And well, if you want to know who Eddie Akumia is, he does have the Mbwemu haircut. Jonathan pressing hard. Eddie Akumia will throw the ball in now. Eddie throws it forward, throws it back to his goalkeeper, Chibite James. Chibite scanning, goes long trying to find his man. Jonathan will settle for the throw-in.
You need some bit of individual brilliance there to separate the two sides. That earlier chance by Guard and Eric, and clearly you had Michele in the box. That's composure, giving a cross. It should have been the 1-0 up for Italy. Unfortunately, they just flapped the lines and the game is still deadlocked.
Well, a man as precise and clinical as Michele would have made that a goal. But Eric caught in between two minds. Guard and Jonathan. Ball kept in play. Now the English can do something. On the attacking, Eddie Akumia. Eddie still going. Well, he slips over his own ball and tries to grab a man with his feet. With his hand. And well, referee says that is a yellow card. That was a clear intent to hurt his man, trying to grab his feet. But the referee says it is a free kick for the English. After the first foul, Eddie did complain.
I think he was shown the card for dissent. He had a time a few words back at the referee.
And like I said, the referee is a stern man. He will card you if you cross his path. And now the wall will be formed, the Italian wall, made up of Jonathan, Gard, and Michele. And well, he might be Italian, but he is. And Michele stops it. Beautiful experience there shown. He hits it forward to Eric. Eric trying to backflip. He's brought down, and that will be another yellow card. And well, the referee does not joke with his cards. The captain of the side, Gideon Hassan, stands in the middle, the thick of things. And well, Newman will complain to Jonathan. He didn't kick the ball early enough. The Italians go again. It's hit forward. And Eric Chimete James will collect. He'll roll it forward. Hassan trying to find someone. He does find. And now they break onto attack the English. Trying to get past his backer. He does get past it. Hussein. He will stop the ball. And Abdallah with a 1 palm save. But the referee says he didn't get there in time, the linesman. A corner kick for the English. And the Italians will have to regroup. Abdallah will throw the ball to the set piece taker for the English. All players in the box. It is the English who have a chance to go one up with a set piece. Whipped in, stopped at first sight. Linesman says it is another corner kick. Hussein, well, protesting that it isn't. But Richard Agbobi will pay no heed to his hand sign. Again, the English crossed in with pace. No one to head it. Jonathan, Eddie going for it. Eric chests the ball. It's headed backwards. The English now trying to break. Guard clears it out of harm's way. Human. He hits it forward. Michele, well, didn't calculate the trajectory of the ball properly. Guard picks it up. Michele now to Eric. Eric rolls it back. And Guard, well, he was offside. Trying to return to an onside position. But Eric said he should have gone for the ball. Eric trying to steal possession. Emmanuel, he's half successful, but the English take back possession. They will start play from behind again. Prosper Fool. He will not be able to find William Osei. Prosper with a bad ball. And a Fool will not be able to collect. Jonathan will opt to throw the ball in. Who will he find? Jonathan throws it forward. Domenico brought down. And ladies and gentlemen, Domenico, the captain for the Italian team. Brilliant, brilliant player.
You know, Domenico used to play for Roma, AS Roma.
Oh, wow.
Once upon a time a professional, but had to hang his boot due to injury. So,
well, injury has ended a lot of careers. But Domenico seems to be restarting his from his AS Roma days. Chimite. And well, he will collect. He will tell his defenders to watch as well. Scanning, trying to find someone. Well, he does start from behind. Build up play. The English playing slowly, but going forward as well. It's hit into the middle. Can Hassan stop the man? Hassan, it is passed. Abdallah will come to the rescue of the Italians. And referee Agbovi will run to the scene of the crime. You always have to protect the goalkeeper. You have. Again, things are still stringent. Isaac, what do you think they will need to turn the game around for each side?
I mean, it's the first time we've seen a game record 2 yellow cards in the opening half. It tells you how physical this game is. No team is giving any chance to the other, so it's very difficult. Some bit of individual brilliance should separate the two sides, should open them up, and we don't see that much from any of them. Guard in yesterday's game for Italy was just enterprising to watch, but today it's really marked down. It tells you about the defensive structures being put out by these two teams. So it's a very, very befitting final, very strong game, very difficult to predict as well.
Well, Emmanuel will calm the ball down, but it will be stolen for him. Hit forward, and the man is way offside. He will try to protest, but he was. The linesman calls it. And again, Francesco Bedu will be the one to restart play. Who does he want to start from? Oh, he's going to opt for the longer kick. Francesco hits it straight up, trying to find Domenico. Domenico will not be able to meet. Again, it hits into midfield. Hussein picks it up. Well, Hussein still going, finds Eric Boateng. Eric finds Michele. Michele crosses it in beautifully. Hussein is the only man there, and well, Hussein could have caught it, but he didn't see it coming. Chimite James, both sides have been threatening. All they need is a goal or individual brilliance to separate both sides. Chimite, he goes long. Guard fighting his man. Jonathan will clear it out of harm's way. And now the English again on the attack. It's hit to the wing. It's picked up by the man, Michael Oja. He is on fire. Cross in. Abdallah. 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 Abdallah.
Arguably the best player on that Italian team.
Ibrahim Abdallah. He is arguably the best player on the team, because the team is star-studded. The likes of Hussein, the likes of Domenico, Francesco Bedu, Michele. And well, we'll leave it for you at home to decide who your best player on the Italian team is. And again, Ibrahim Abdallah will restart play for us. Michael Oja, who has been a bit problematic for his side. William Osei as well. William Osei, Michael Oja, Eddie Akomia, Prosper Afun. Problematic players who can cause you problems. The captain of the side.
I mean, you'd have to admire someone like Hussein. You look at him, his physique, but his anticipating, his awareness, and of course his vision at the back line of defense is just top notch.
And well, it's heading long. Eric gets attached to it. Michele. Oh no!
Over elaboration by Michele.
Michele, the man with precision. This time, caught in between two minds. And that would have been the first goal. It is now hit forward, Jonathan. He will have to take it off Michael Oja. Oh, he does that beautifully.
It's a strong challenge.
Top level defending from a man who works at 9 to 5. You rarely see this. And the only time you will see this is in the Embassy Cup. Michele with a glorious opportunity there, but was squandered. His whipped in guard will take care of it. Prosper Afun trying to calm the ball down. And well, it will not be enough. Michele throws it. He finds Eric. Human tries to collect. Goes away. Eddie Akomia, the man who steps in. Throw forward. Domenico takes a touch. Domenico. Oh, beautifully done there by Domenico. Human now trying to get out of traffic. Referee does whistle for a foul. He was sandwiched between two English players. And speaking of sandwiches, what do you think Human will be? Would he be a fish sandwich, a meat sandwich, a beef sandwich?
It looks lean a bit, so I don't know.
And if you say lean, meaning we are going with fish. Omega-3 has filled the body of the man, human. Francesco Bedu hits it quickly, trying to find Eric. Can Eric beat Eddie Akomia? And well, a mismatch there between a big man and a small man. Eddie Akomia goes down. And to restart play will be the captain of the side, Gideon Hassan. Gideon Hassan takes a touch. He finds his marker, Fidel. Fidel hits it into the midfield. Hussein will try to bring his man down. Hussein, oh my goodness. Eddie Akumia takes a touch, hits it forward to find his man, gifted to Michael Oja. Michael Oja going, Michael Oja still. And well, if it comes to the defense, the Italians are one of the best. What do you think about the Italian defense, Isaac?
I mean, it's a very strong Italian defense, very cautious, very disciplined. I think that's what is helping them. Clearly, you can see the two teams with a very defensive, structure, very good defensive structures as well, and they are not really causing a lot of, complacency in there. So I think it's
and well, the Brits have a chance here. Isaac, hold up, shot with pace, blocked by a shoulder. Another one comes in, and the big hand of Ibrahim Abdallah. Ibrahim Abdallah, big hand there. How instrumental has it been for the Italian side?
Top guy, top man for Italy, and like I said, arguably the best player on that Italian team. But I think the defensive structures put up by the coaches has made the game very difficult. Teams are unable to break each other, and like I said earlier, it's going to take some bit of magic from any individual on other teams to really make the difference.
Whipping with pace, taking short. Who can make a connection? Referee. A lot of appeals in the box there. A lot of orange and blue in the middle. Such contrasting colors. Such contrasting play. And let's talk about the Michele chance there. What do you think he could have done to make that a goal?
I mean, great for him to have, still held on to the ball. I thought he lost the ball at some point, but looking at him, his age, the way he's able to control the ball, his composure, that he was not too strong to really hold on to that ball. But, I mean, great run from him and great composure.
Great run from him, great composure, but the finishing is what it lacked. Abdallah scanning, hits it long. And that will be the end of the first half. Deadlock between both sides. The boys have been brilliant, but things have been stringent, and still it is the Italian Embassy 0, the British High Commission of Accra 0. And let's talk about that Hussein performance. This is the second time in my life I'm seeing an inverted centre back. The last time I saw that was in Man City when Pep Guardiola did the unthinkable and played John Stones as a DM and a centre back. Today we see Hussein with a different physique doing the same. What do you think of Coach Paulo's tactics to try something?
Emphasis on a different physique. You look at Hussein, his ability. At some point he was up there, almost getting himself in a striking position. So it tells you about his endurance level, for able to go up front, come back and recover. That is just absolutely top notch, and much respect to Hussein. But this game is really living up to the expectation. Minus goals, that's the only thing we are not seeing. But it tells you about how competitive these two sides are. Very strong, very physical. A lot of yellow cards in the game tell you about the physicality of the game. But again, like I said, the defensive structures of the coaches deployed this afternoon is making it very difficult. Unlike what we saw yesterday, the English would like to attack. They were not that cautious yesterday. They will go all in attack, throw more bodies out front. But this time around, they have a lot of men up at the back just to hold up the attack of the Italians, because you know what? When you sleep, Michele and Eric can just punish you at the back line. So I think they're very, very, steady and cautious approach by these two coaches, and it's really working and living up to expectation. What to come up in the second half, I expect them to open up a bit. We need to see some liveliness. The fans need to be entertained. So we need to see them, taking up risk and chances up front to get us some goals in the second half.
And well, you did talk about individual brilliance whilst the first half was going on, talking about how they need a maverick, someone who can pull a rabbit out of a hat to make sure both sides come up with a goal. If you look at both sides, who do you think the Bruno Fernandes is? Who do you think the Kevin De Bruyne is? Who do you think is the player that can change things for both sides. Let's start with the Italians.
I mean, God, a bit disappointed with God because we saw him yesterday. He was lively, he was fearless, took up risk. But this time around, I think he's been restricted. I don't know if it's coach Paulo's, decision to make him that way. But we've not seen much from God. He's my man to watch whenever the Italians are moving up front. But again, we can expect something much better from him in the second half. I'm sure Coach Paulo would want to see his men move up front, throw more bodies up front, and of course, risk it all up in the second half of the game. For the English side, Mbuemo at the back, has not been bad.
Eddie Akomia.
I call him Mbuemo because of his haircut. Yeah, he's been solid
technically,
at the back.
Is that a haircut?
It's a haircut. Whether with no hair or yes hair, it's a haircut.
It's a haircut.
Yes, because when you go to the barbering salon, you go for
a
haircut.
You opt for the haircut.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's not been bad at the back of defense, but again, he has this, surging run, very good with his feet as well. Some decent crosses up front. Unfortunately, we've not seen much from him. So I think the players that you expect to move up front are not doing that, and that is the biggest challenge from the first half. Second half, we must see something different. We must see players taking risks. We must see players in the half of the opponent and being fearless, and that's what we want to see in the second half. So far, so good. A befitting final, very entertaining, very physical, very competitive, and we want to see a much better second half, coming up.
And well, let's talk about the battle of the flanks. It is Michael Oja who has been stopped consistently by the man Jonathan. What do you think about that battle in the first half?
Well, it's a fierce battle because the two players have been very disciplined, very resolute in defense for their teams, and whenever one gets to attack, the other stays very resolute and very resilient. So it tells you about the coach's mindset in the team. Both teams are really playing the mindset of the coaches. I think the first half was just to size up each other, just to see what the opponents have in their sheets, and it really played out. So the second half, I believe, will be a different turnout. Will be a second half where we want to see more of what we saw the last time in the Embassies Cup. That's on day one, and live up to the expectations. So the players will go at each other. I expect them to take a risk in the second half and give us more chances and more goals.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we'll be returning for the second half of the match. But before we start that, I'd like to ask, Isaac, do you think this match has the potential of going to a penalty shootout?
Yes, if judging from what we saw in the first half, the back of what we saw in the first half, clearly it will be difficult to separate these two sides. So penalties look possible to determine or decide who wins the maiden edition of the Embassies, World Cup Ghana edition. But again, I have a strong feeling the second half will just be an opposite of what we saw in the first half. Because the first half was just a bit dull in terms of chances creation, but overall it was a very competitive first half. So the second half we might see a different encounter and a different outlook and performances from the players.
And well, the match officials will walk to the center of the pitch. Center referee Richard Agbovi will walk to the spot. The man has officiated a clean game so far. And well, no matter how you referee, you always have protests from the technical bench and the players. It is expected to happen. His linesmen, Bismarck and Vsembassy, will also take their positions.
And this is what I love about the Italians. You can clearly see every time they are interaction with their coach Paolo, they are very, very, focused and locked in there, and that makes the difference. Since day one, they know what to do, especially with what the coach want to see from them. So Hussein, Emmanuel, Eric, Domenico, fantastic guys. It's just up to them for them to make a lot of difference on what we saw in the first half, and I think that can end up or swing in their favor. But again, they come up against the Brits, who have been solid. Take nothing away from them. They've been one of the most entertaining side, and from day one I saw them to be the champions. But again, the Italians gave me something to really think otherwise. So let's wait and see what happens in the second half, if you're going to see anything different from what we saw in the first half.
And well, the first half has been stringent and stale, but the second half should give us something. The second half should give us something. And well, Coach Paulo has made some substitutions. And first substitution that will be made. First substitution that will be made will be Moff, who goes in for the man Michele. And well, second substitution Jersey number 41, Mbwemo. Eddie Akomia, aka Mbwemo, will be going out for James Opoku to go on. Jersey number 23. Eddie goes out for James. Another substitution for the British High Commission. Accra branch. 18 will be going out for 38 to come in. Michael Oja, the man on fire, will be quenched for this half. And he will be going off for Alex Asamoah to come on. And well, the likes of Asamoah and Kojo Asamoah, he should have the footballing prowess of at least one of them, or else he would be named Asamoah for nothing. It is now the Italians who start play with us. Human hits it forward. Morph. Well, he will not be able to meet the requirements of that pass. Chibite rules the ball. He will start from behind. It is the English who have possession of the ball. Dominico with a full stretch. He will not be able to take it. It's hit forward. Abdallah with a no-nonsense clearance. Hit hard and hits far away from his goal. James Opoku will be the one to restart play with the throwing. James throws it close. Touch by James. Dominico again with a full split. And well, he misses the header. It is picked up. And now the English in the dangerous position. Is hit, blocked again. A man is down, blocked by both Francesco Bedu and Hussein. Attack team clearance from the two center backs. Ball is thrown in. Hakeem Muhammad. This is the third foul throw for the English side. Throw in. It is Emmanuel who will start play for us. He's going back to his goalkeeper. Ball is blocked. Well, it was a handball. And Ibrahim Abdallah will roll the ball down. Scanning, searching. Morph and Eric in position. Abdallah hits it long. Headed out. And it's hit forward again. It is headed out now. The English now have the ball. Beautiful pass, but it's stopped by Francesco Veru. Hit to Emmanuel. Emmanuel takes a touch. Scanning Emmanuel. Trying to find Dominico. Headed out by the captain. Gideon Hassan. Ball rolled beautifully. Gone through three men. He is offside. Referee doesn't raise his flag. Protesting an offside. Referee Agbovi says it isn't. It is hit hard by Ibrahim Abdallah. Morph. Fighting. Goes back to Chibite James. Chibite James given an option. It is touched by the man. Fidel. Intercepted by Emmanuel. Emmanuel Human. A bit of communication there. Morph now has a chance. Can he score? He's brought down. Referee. Outside the 18-yard box in the arc was where the infringement started. And wherever you end would not be a penalty. Do you think that is a penalty, and should the player be given a card?
It was just a little outside the box. That was a great ball from Morph. Strong challenge there from the opponent. Was very clear through on goal. It could have been worse for the British side, but I mean, great challenge from the opponent just to stop him. I think it was a tactical, challenge.
A tactical challenge. To win a foul, you have to take one for the team. It is the finals of the Embassy Cup, and as you can see, they are missing the macho man, Samuel Hayford.
Yeah, Samuel, I spoke to Sam earlier, and he seems to be nursing an injury. Unfortunately, he put a muscle yesterday, and unfortunately, he just couldn't be part of the team.
And the big macho man, Samuel Hayford, pulled a hamstring and will not be able to partake in the finals. And Domenico stands behind this one. But it seems to be a committee of set piece takers, and the captain, Domenico, will be the one to take this one.
Are we going to see a third free kick goal? We've seen 2 so far. Yesterday recorded one. We saw one earlier by Bayan Abdullahi from Ghana. Can Italy get us a third goal from the free kick spot?
It is Human and Domenico who stand behind this one. Domenico, it goes right into the wall. Human hesitation. Oh! Igli Azzurri. What a goal. What a goal from Herman. Herman Sintim Abuaje. And the man bearing the Ghanaian name has done some for the Italians. And if you can hear Jeremy Doku in Belgium, Gakpo, definitely Sintim is not a problem in an Italian team. He hesitated, but he made it count. It is now Gli Azzurri 1, British High Commission 0. And to almost think the Italians went out after the match points with Ghana, they are now in the lead in the finals. Could it be a repetition of Cote d'Ivoire in that AFCON tournament?
Well, certainly, I told you about the second half coming up. I said it will be an opposite of what we saw in the first half. Living up to expectation, players and teams are opening up now. And that's how come we saw the first goal being scored by Sintim Abuaji. Great low drive, anticipated, great vision, and good goal from him.
Herman now hits it to Eric. And well, Eric was well offside. Substitution for the Italians, coach Paolo. Again, with his in-game management, he is bringing Godfred in. Fidel, well, Hassan starts the ball. Eric steals while he slips, trying to nutmeg him. Eric fighting. He brings his man down. William Osei. Hassan will give a stern warning to his centre-back pair. Substitution. It is Godfred who will come on for the man Eric. He has been brilliant all game. Applause from the bench. Jersey number 13, Godfred comes on for number 9, Eric. And now the Italians have one hand on the trophy. It's hit wrong by Fidel. Well, wrong hit. Miscommunication between Morph and Godfred. It is hit wide. And again, offside. You can see Coach Paulo's offside trap working consistently. What do you think about that trap?
I mean, it's been perfect until the Danes broke it yesterday, but I think so far so good for them. They're leading by a goal to nil. It wouldn't matter. Francesco Bedu as well as Hussein have been perfect in those lines for them, and they've really given a very good account of themselves.
And well, Paulo.
Yes, they are saying it's an accumulation of yellow cards. Coach Paulo thinks it should have been a red card.
They have checked, and well, it isn't a second yellow card. Fidel heads it out of harm's way. William Osei running. Hussein will stop that from happening. And the man, Hakeem Muhammad, getting into the thick of things. He will card a man for unsportsmanlike conduct. Referee says the next time he does that, substitution. Clemento Suarez is coming in. Is he a power sub? First substitution. Who is going out? It is the man in the number 3 jersey, Emmanuel, who will be going off for number 9, James Ayonu, to come on. Tackle from Herman Sintim Abuaji, the goal scorer. Searching, hits it forward. Morph runs after it. He will have to morph himself into a faster man to pick that up. He does pick it up. It is Morph now, trying to wiggle his way out. Still tricking. Morph, Morph, Morph. Morph brought down. A hard tackle. Referee says it's a goal kick.
I'm equally surprised.
Shocked.
As many of the fans here.
Shocked from that tackle. Referee says it is a goal kick.
I'm equally surprised though, but I mean, the referee, how? How is that not a foul on Morph?
Referee Agbovi does not pay close attention to that one. C-Team tries his luck. And well, he does have the hot leg. Scored a goal. Substitution. Fresh legs coming on. British High Commission in deep, deep trouble now. It is the finals of the Embassy Cup. It is Gli Azzurri, Italy 1. British High Commission 0. And jersey number 23 will be going off. Isaac Echampon. Morph pressing hard. He has that Dembele fire in his eyes. Ball stolen by Morph. Emmanuel. Well, he was trying to find Godfred, but he wasn't successful. Domenico chasing after it. Is hit forward. Ball rolls. And still the British have the chance to make something out of it. It is picked up. The ball is still in play. Jonathan. Crossed in with pace. Taken care of easily. That Italian defense. Raspadori, Calafiori, Zecagni, Bonucci and Chiellini. Domenico steals, but he doesn't have the feet enough to keep it inside the pitch.
You know, ever since the introduction of Morph, the attack of the Italians have looked very sharp and lively. That's the kind of character you need up front, and he's been perfect at it.
Godfred. Oh, he does find Morph. And Morph. Tackle from Fidel. Morph still picks it up. A big and strong man. Morph crosses it in. Emmanuel relaxes the ball. Emmanuel still. Emmanuel. Help from Emmanuel. Domenico was running towards that one. Ball stolen. Emmanuel now. Still going Emmanuel. Emmanuel crosses it in. Chibete James will collect. Thrown forward quickly. Guard will have to take his man. Hit forward. The man picked up. He goes. He is onside. He goes still. Ibrahim, oh, blocked by Francesco. Francesco Bedu. Francesco Bedu. Oh, mamma mia, what a block. What a block from the man. And the British hit inside. And well, they were trying to test the knowledge of Ibrahim Abdallah, but he watched that fly over his goal.
Every team needs a Francesco Bedu, trust me.
Thank you.
If we're a team and you don't have a Francesco Bedu at the back line, you'll be found wanting.
A centre back who is stand and doesn't allow anything to go past him. Ibrahim Abdallah launches one in. Godfred. Fidel heads it out. James Opoku. Ball stolen, guard. James picks it back. It goes to Hassan. Hassan plays it back to James Opoku. James Opoku hits it forward. And it goes out of play for a throw-in.
Clemento. We understand Clemento Suarez will be coming on very soon.
The man warming up. If he can make you laugh on stage, let's see if he can make you laugh on the pitch. It is now the man who has a chance. And that will never beat Ibrahim Abdallah. That will never beat Ibrahim Abdallah.
Never.
Substitution.
Never. That's not beating him.
Referee will pause again for a substitution. Clemento Suarez. The man who bears the name every Ghanaian hates.
The game changer.
He should bring some change into the game. It is the man, William Osei.
Clemento game changer Suarez.
Who will go for Suarez to come on. Crossed in with pace. Heading on. Domenico clears it out. A touch. Shot back. Another one. Launched in. Cleared out by Jonathan. Captain Gideon Hassan will pick it up. Touched by James Opoku. James Opoku still going. Passes it beautifully. And Abdallah Ibrahim Abdallah will watch his roll right past him. And it seems Clemente Suarez playing a free roll position. He is at liberty to play where he wants, when he wants. Brilliant play. And no, there is a saying that every comedian is a genius.
Of course.
Will he be able to prove his genius today?
Let's see some ingenuity on the football pitch.
And well, Emmanuel will be the one to bring the ball back into the game with his throw-in. Emmanuel throws it hard. Moff takes a touch. And well, they'll go to their captain, Hassan. Hassan will find James Opoku. James Opoku takes a touch. Hits it forward. Blocked by the man guard. Clemento's first touch. Would that be the only touch in this game? Headed out by Fidel. Stopped by Godfred. Stopped again by Fidel. Hits it forward. Fidel hard. Francesco Bedu. And no. Prosper Afun was not prosperous in picking up that ball. It is Emmanuel who will restart play with a throw-in. And the referee will give him a warning so he does not waste time. Headed out. Clemento again. Picked up by Herman Sintima Bwaje. Referee says a throw-in. Clemento Suarez, well, ordered to go forward by Fidel. Fidel launches the ball. And Sintim, beautiful play out there. Oh, Clemento wasn't fast enough. Moff, Dominico, Prosper Afun, brought down. Referee whistles for a foul. He did spot the infringement. Ghana Supporters Union with the support. The coach screaming some orders. And something has to come out of this, does it not, Isaac?
I mean, we are just nearing the end of minutes. Time is not a friend to this British side. So they need to get themselves back into the game. At least push this game to penalties, at least.
And well, will Ibrahim Abdallah be able to stop a free kick? He will be tested. Three-man committee hit, and it's straight into the hands of Ibrahim Abdallah. Oh my goodness.
He's the crowd's favorite.
Crowd favorite. Applause from the Italian bench. Ibrahim Abdallah launches one in, trying to find Morph. Headed out by Fidel. Prosper Foon picks it up. Herman. Referee says it is a foul against the man. Prosper Hassan. Hassan says the referee is not allowing the game to flow. Gli Azzurri inching closer to picking up the first trophy. Herman hits it fast, tries to find Morph. Morph picks it up. Could it be a second goal? Morph. He hits it back. Emmanuel hits it. Dominico! Oh, Dominico, no! Oh, Dominico, no! The captain, a chance. Morph coming. The referee says Morph came from an offside position to make that tackle.
Dominico had all the time in the world. I mean, a simple placement would have just made it count.
A simple placement could have made a difference. And here is when we miss the man, Michele, who is very precise in all his ways. James Opoku takes a touch. Hits a long scanning. Brought down by Francesco Bedu. And this reminds me of the Euro final between England and Italy, when the man Chiellini pulled Saka back.
It needed.
Same situation.
Needed from Francesco Bedu.
And well, that is what the Italians do. They will take the foul and they will stop you in such situations. Experience has come to work again.
You need players with a lot of experience to commit some of these, fouls. These fouls are needed, especially in this dying minute. You need some of these things, and I think Francesco Bedu is one of a kind. Top player, top mentality.
And I always did say, experienced players will get you far, and far enough. Francesco Bedu has proved And could this go against him? It's hit hard. And for a team that needs a goal, they seem to be wasting their set pieces. Francesco Belu.
Yes.
What a foul.
You know, the Italians know the keeper they have in post. It will take a lot to beat Ibrahim Abdallah. So, I mean, foul an opponent a couple of yards out, definitely you're not going to hit a free kick and score.
It is good to know your teammates and your opponents. And well, ball received by Goffred. Beautiful play from Goffred. Turns from James Opoku. Morph will pick it up. Morph, who took the place of the man, Macho Man, Samuel Hayford. Morph tries to go all the way. Morph still going. Leaves it for Domenico. Domenico going. Domenico, he tries to hit it forward for Emmanuel. Domenico. And Clemento will not be bothered by the side. Enjoying himself on the pitch.
Clemento seems to be enjoying the Jama songs from the supporters union.
Yes, he is enjoying the songs. Yesterday was the past. Tomorrow is the future. Today is the present. And that is why it is always a gift to be in the present. Goalkeeper Chibete James hits it hard, trying to find his new marker. Herman clears it out of harm's way with no problem. Goffred anticipating the bounce on the ball. Domenico relaxes it, hits it forward. It is now Goffred. Cuts in, Morph. No one there. Emmanuel! Mamma mia! Bravo! Gli Azzurri! Mamma mia! Oh my goodness, Emmanuel! What a goal! Domenico, do they have two hands on the trophy now? It is 2 goals, we have 2 hands. Isaac, what about that goal?
Samson's goal, this is delicious. I mean, he was served on a silver platter for Emmanuel, and he made no mistake. Had to put it behind the goalkeeper. 2-0 up for Italy. I think they are in a comfortable lead. It almost looks and feels certain that Italy are going to win the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026. Few minutes to end proceedings here. It doesn't look like the Brits are going to come back from this one. It's almost the end of the road for them. Congratulations to Italy in advance.
It will take a miracle for the Brits to come back. And well, he did think his defender was there. And now, do you think this is time wasting? Hussein did this in the first half of the competition. He has started again.
Yeah. You know, I told you about this talent. They have a perfect and a well-balanced team. A mixture of the young guys and, of course, and a very experienced guys. Hussein, Francesco Bedu, you saw the foul he committed. Hussein equally the same. They always look like they are tired, they are worn out, but trust me, when they get back on the pitch, they know what to do to get a point. So I think he has a very balanced team who knows what they want. Very, very tactical, very experienced, and very focused on that point. We've seen a different Italian team in the second half, and that's what I was talking about. Individual brilliance, and I think Morph came up in the second half, liveliness up front. His partnership with Goffred has been fantastic, and we saw what happened in the second goal for Italy. So kudos to Coach Paolo. Great guy, in-game substitution, in-game management. I think he's one coach that Ghanaians also need. Maybe
Ladies and gentlemen, we are inching closer to the end of the final. It is Gli Azzurri who have 2 goals. Jonathan heads it out of harm's way. Herman still going. Herman, can they make it 3? Moff picks it up. Moff with his first touch. And Moff, and well, he found his man in his bid to win the ball. It is Fidel who restart play. Fidel hits it out and long, trying to find his man. Referee James Oboku now, who has come to the left side of the pitch. Fidel again to restart play. And the English will have to put a rabbit out of the hat with this one. Hit long, hit hard. Headed on. Cleared out of harm's way. Herman. James Oboku with a hard tackle. Herman still going. Herman. Emmanuel, beautiful La Croqueta there from the man. He's brought down. Referee does whistle for a foul against the British or the English. Physios. And Herman, well, he comes back up. Substitution again. 3 minutes of added time. The 4th official, Nana, has indicated there's 3 minutes of additional time. James Oboku, Clemento. Oh, beautiful play from Clemento to find James again. His head forward. Abdallah. He will lie down in his green pastures. Hits forward. Fidel heads it out of harm's way. Clemento. Oh, beautiful touch from the man, Clemento. It is James Oboku who hits it hard. Hit forward. And well, he will not be able to meet the requirements of that pass. 3 minutes of added time. Referee will cut the man for time wasting. A stretcher will be needed for the man, Francesco Vedu. And he will go back up and walk off the pitch. What about the performance from the 2 centre-backs today? Francesco and Nur Hussein. Well, he does not go off, Francesco.
They remind me of Chiellini and Bonucci. You can add Bazzagli to it. I mean, tough guys, experienced. Look old, but trust me, don't be fooled by their age. That's exactly who Francesco Vedu is.
Chiellini and Bonucci, a centre-back pairing to remember, is hit in with pace. Can they get a consolation goal? Kicked out by the defense. Emmanuel will bomb it out. Moff picks it up. Can they seal the deal? Goffred. It is 2v2. Goffred. Emmanuel runs again. Emmanuel picks it up. Emmanuel takes a touch. Emmanuel. Oh! That would have been a glorious ending. Substitution. The man Akili will come on. Akili will come on for who to go off? Francesco Vedu.
A standing ovation for Francesco Vedu.
A standing ovation for the man Francesco Vedu. He has been brilliant. And Coach Paulo will tell his man to stand and stand hard. Paulo has indeed aided his team to victory. To almost think they were out of the tournament. They have made their way back into the finals. And now almost winning it, waiting for the final whistle. And now the British try to do something. Federico with a 360-10, unsuccessful. Referee says play on. Well, he will bend, crying in pain. Herman will clear it out of harm's way. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee blows his final whistle. It is the Italians, Gli Azzurri, who have won the first edition of the Embassy Cup. And we were discussing this, that the Italians have the most balanced team. They have the old men, they have the young men, and they have been brilliant from the beginning. The man Ibrahim Abdallah in goal, kept a clean sheet in the final. Francesco Bedu, Nur Hussein, guard, Herman Sinti Mabuaje, Moff, the man up front. On the flanks, we've had special players. All the two teams should come to the table for the presentation. All the two teams should come for the presentation of the medals and the trophies. All the two teams should come for us to present the medals and the trophy. Two teams. Well, we are losing daylight. The man, the captain of the side, Francesco Bedu. And well, the man Clemento Suarez will aid. And so the first team to take their medals will be the second place team that came in second. The team that came in second, British High Commission Accra, who came in second, with the likes of Alfred Amevinya, William Osai, Fidel Owusi Brown, Eddie Akomia, Prosper Afun, Nicolas Agbeko, Richard Asante, Kasim Piena, James Opoku, James Ayonu, Isaac Echampon, Michael Oja, Richmond Chirem, Clement Ashite, the captain, Gideon Hassan, Hakim Mohamed, Chimite James, Bernard Ayete, Emmanuel, Alex Asamoah, and well, the British High Commissioner to Ghana will be the one to present the medals with Her Excellency Laura Technical Director of Juventus Football Academy, Kojo Asamoah, will also do the honors of receiving their medals. And well, goalkeeper Chimite James will be the first to receive his medal. The likes of Alfred Amevinya, William Osai, Fidel Owusi Brown, Eddie Akomia, Prosper Afun, Nicolas Agbeko, Richard Asante, Kasim Piena, James Opoku, James Ayonu, Isaac Echampon, Michael Oja, Richmond Chirem, Clement Ashite, Hakim Mohamed, Chimite James, Bernard Aite, Emmanuel, Alex Asamoah, and the captain Gideon Hassan. They will go for the second place medal, and that is silver, is it not? Well, we do have Isaac on the ground, who will have some discussions with the organizers of this tournament, the first of its kind. It is the first edition of the Embassy Cup, and the Italians have come with a win. To think they were almost out of the competition, they have clawed their way back, got to the finals, and have won by 2 goals. Well, the big man, Samuel Hayford, macho man Samuel Hayford, will join his team to receive their medal. Moff and Godfred have been an integral part of the team as well. And well, ladies and gentlemen, you do have to get ready for some interviews. The organizers of the competition. And well, Now that they have been presented their medals, they'll go away with a second place trophy. The captain, Gideon Hassan, will receive the trophy on behalf of his team. And well, they will have to have their celebrations off the pitch for the winners to come on. Gli Azzurri, the Blues. Ladies and gentlemen, a guard of honor will be formed for the Italians. First edition of the Embassy Cup, and the Italians who failed to qualify for the World Cup 4 times in a row have made it up with this mini World Cup. And this should appease the Italian people. From Venice to Roma, you would hear the loud cheers. And the guard of honor formed by the British High Commission. Achille will be the first to go through, joined by Wisdom and his teammates, Godfred as well. Wisdom does take his medal, instrumental in the last minutes of the game. Abdul will take his medal as well. The man Godfred who caused problems in the dying minutes of the game. Francesco Bedu, who has been staunch from the beginning, a great centre-back. The man Emmanuel, the goal scorer, who almost had a brace in the final. And you can see Matthias, Luigi, Samuel, who was injured in the previous game, Michele, the James Bond of the Italian side, the man with precision, Eric, the number 9, who has caused problems, Ibrahim Abdallah, arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the tournament, Jonathan, who has won all his duels and made sure he was in the league, the man Gad, who has guarded his opposition from scoring, Nur Hussein, who has been nothing but a tank at the centre-back, and the man Moff, who has morphed his team from almost getting out of the qualification to becoming finalists. Domenico, jersey number 10, the marksman, the game changer, the catalyst, has won his side the trophy with help from the man Paolo, who has been brilliant with his management. And so, ladies and gentlemen at home, your finalists and winners for the first edition of the Embassy Cup, Gli Azzurri, the Embassy of Italy. They have won the trophy. And now some camaraderie between both sides. Everybody does go home winners. Both trophies raised. And now photos will be taken. And the Ghana Supporters Union, where we'll come down from up. And well, a yeoman's job done. I will move over to my man Isaac on the grounds, and he will take over from there.
So Italy are champions of the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 26, live on GTV Sports Plus, live on Juventus Ghana. And clearly you can see the men very happy, very elated, as expected. Italy led by Coach Paolo to this historic victory. And we'll be speaking to Coach Paolo. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much to my team, They played very, very well, and they were very tough for today. And thank you also for the British Council team. They played very well too, and it was very, very tough game for us. And thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to the organization for an amazing tournament that they arranged. Thank you for everyone that watched the match from us. And yes.
Thank you very much, Paolo. And that's the coach who carried them. We have the Italian ambassador to Ghana, Her Excellency Laura Ranalli. Congratulations.
Thank you. We are all so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because the guys have been preparing this for a few months. So we are very, very happy. Yes. And can I say that I'm amazed by the warmth of the supporters. Yes.
What do you make of this Embassies World Cup? How important is it for the embassy?
I think it's very important because it creates a very good atmosphere. It's very important to create new relations among people and to create relations of friendship. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Excellency, Italian Ambassador to Ghana, Laura Ranalli. Thank you very much. Congratulations one more time. So Italy are champions. We want to get the British High Commissioner as well. His Excellency Christian Rock, if he's here, probably we'll get him to speak to him, talk to him about the team that played for British High Commission. Very, very important. The team that played for British High Commission, unfortunately, lost narrowly, not narrowly, by 2-0 to Italy. And it was quite unfortunate for them. They had a very good tournament. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it count. They couldn't make it count. So obviously, we'll be looking forward to another exciting competition. Come next year, hopefully, I will have another edition of the Embassies World Cup. But for now, Italy are champions of the maiden edition, and it was beautiful in the final, very competitive final. But obviously, the Italians had to win it. I'm here with the boss himself, the honorary consul of Ghana to Italy, Massimiliano Tarragone.
Tarragone, easy.
Tarragone. Thank you very much, Tarragone. Talk to me about Italy winning the competition. How would you describe their performance?
I'm impressed. Honestly, they play very well. All of them, they play very well. And it's been an amazing tournament. Look, the joy of the people. Just the first is not the last. And I hope all the public and you can feel the vibes and happiness here. That's football. That's football. Really love that.
Talk to me about the Embassies World Cup. This is the maiden edition. Are we going to say it's continuing?
Yeah, like I say, this one is the first edition. By next year will be a permanent edition and will be open even to more embassies as well.
Tell me how important this competition is to the embassies in Ghana.
Well, we like to think about the diplomatic community as a family, and this is exactly what a family does. Like, you spend free time together, enjoy, and that's football, the magic of football that no other sport has. Only football has this one.
Italy might not be at the World Cup, but Italy has won the diplomatic in the World Cup.
I think today is the only World Cup that Italy can win at the moment.
Finally, Juventus Ghana, talk to me about the project you guys have in stock for Ghanaians and how you are changing the narrative of developing athletes in Ghana.
Yeah. First of all, let me recognize the work of Kujo Asamoah. He's the full art of the technical aspect. Me, I'm just in the office, so I don't do much. But Kujo does everything. We have an amazing staff. We have the GM, the coaches, the janitors. You can't see much, but here we employ over 100 people. And for the kind of sport we do, it's an example how sport can improve the community, can create a job, it can create an impact of the youths. On the technical aspect, it's just Kujo that is the one. Me, as a diplomat, I take care of the politics of the academy and these other things. So,
thank you very much as well. Thank you very much for your time, and of course, thank you for what you've done. Final word.
Yeah, let me thank all of you, all the people for the attention. We are very happy. It's been an amazing tournament, and we are very excited for what we saw today. And we can't wait that, for the for the next year. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Promise us that next year is going to be bigger and much fun.
As usual, it's always bigger, and we have much fun as well.
Thank you very much, Massimiliano. So that is Massimiliano, who is the co-owner of Juventus Ghana, also the honorary consul of Ghana to Italy, a very huge personality. Italy are champions. Italy might not be at the World Cup, but Italy are champions diplomatically. Christian Rock, His Excellency. Yesterday I spoke to him. He says, hopefully, if they win, they didn't win, but I'm sure he's still excited about their performance. So, Rock, are you excited still?
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. It ended 2-0, so congratulations to the embassy of Italy. But it could have gone either way, I think. So, good match and entertaining for everybody.
Looking forward to seeing another competition next year?
Well, first of all, also thanks to Juventus Academy for hosting. So if they're happy, we'll be ready for the return match.
How crucial some of these events are for or to the embassies in Ghana?
Well, so diplomacy is very formal mostly, right? You sit in meeting rooms or you have discussions and negotiations. But here everybody gets to know everybody, and you mix the teams, and in the embassy also you mix people. So you build a relationship that you wouldn't do during meetings. And of course, normally with the MFA is also different. You don't play against each other, you play with each other.
England might not have won, but England is at the World Cup. Chances of England at the World Cup?
I think they're pretty good, huh? I was just talking to the experts. I think maybe this is England's year. But, from Great Britain, it's England and Scotland. So two teams in the running, and we support Ghana as well.
Likely to verify.
So I think it's, I wouldn't be surprised if England were to go all the way, at least to the final, and then you never know.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to Ghana.
I like that. Ghana is playing England. What is going to be the final scoreline of that play?
That's going to be 2-2.
2-2.
And then we see each other later in the tournament.
I like that. His Excellency Christian Rock is the British High Commissioner to Ghana. Thank you very much, sir. A very great guy, interesting guy. He says Ghana versus England will be 2-2, and then we'll meet again subsequently in the competition. I hope that works. I hope that pans out. That will be interesting to see Ghana move further beyond the group stage. Kojo Samuel, legend. I'll be.
I'm fine, thank you.
Legendary station, GTV Sports Plus. So we always receive legends. Kojo, talk to me about this competition. It's on your turf, Juventus Ghana, and how important this was for you.
Okay, first of all, I think it was an amazing event. I'm very happy to see the embassies having this kind of games, bringing unity, and also hoping to see more of this. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this kind of exciting game like this. You could see the joy, you could see the happiness, the friendship. So hopefully we'll be doing this more and all.
Performance, were you impressed?
Very impressed. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting. They had some kind of good players in each of the teams. So honestly, it was a great tournament.
Should we look forward to having similar events in the camp next year? Massimiliano said we will be seeing it often.
Definitely, we will.
Talk to me about Juventus before you wrap up. Juventus Ghana and how you guys are changing the story of young Ghanaian footballers, the development structure you put in place. Talk to me about this project and what should Ghanaians expect in the coming future.
Okay, first of all, we're back home doing and helping these young talents that are coming. With all the experiences that we've had, we can't just come back home and then just be doing something different. So I'm just excited to be part of it, and also being here. This is my home. I spend more time here more than any other thing. So I think we're hoping to see most of our young players playing abroad, and that's the joy that we want to see.
Thank you very much, Kojo Asamoah, legend, former Black Stars player, of course, co-owner of Juventus Ghana. We're doing it the Juventus way, very important way. So this is where we draw the curtains. The maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026, live from Smack Center, Juventus Ghana Football Academy, was live on GTV Sports Plus as well. At the end of the tournament, it was the Embassy of Italy that was awarded the winners. They won the trophy, a giant trophy. They are champions of the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup Ghana 2026. Kudos to the Italian team And of course, to all the teams who are represented here, great performances here. And of course, we'll finish off with some funny moments. Clemento Suarez. Clemento, I can say you played less than 50 minutes of the whole action.
Yeah. Slow motion is better than no motion.
Slow?
Who did he get call up? So 15 minutes is okay. Yeah.
But were you disappointed?
Of course, my team was the better side. So losing is very, very disappointing. Of course. Oh, come on.
Just show 2-0, so you're the better.
That's why I'm disappointed. If like Yasha again, but I mean, we got the thanks and the glory. Yeah. Next time we are winning it.
Talk to me about diplomacy, and this is for the diplomats. But we saw a very good outlook here. The performance was also late. Talk to me about how important these games are for the diplomats.
Yeah. It's a good networking event, and most of the other embassies do not know that the other embassies are also employing local-based people. So when they see the all Ghanaian stuff, they think that, oh, we borrowed them from but all of them are working with the British High Commission. Likewise, the other embassies. So I think that inclusiveness is everything in this diplomacy stuff, and we have played a very good, friendly networking game, which is going to help all the countries. Also, moving into the World Cup, I think it's going to bring up some togetherness in the world. Yeah.
And they go to work.
Yeah, I'm definitely
good.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm talking to the Ministry of Sports. And
what did you go do for it?
Oh, what are you going to do for it?
You know they blasters, you know they bench, you know they stuff.
Better than this guy. Oh, this guy. I'm better than him.
Yes, Semenya is here. Oh, yes, Semenya. Yes, Semenya.
Yes, Semenya.
But Semenya.
Say when yes, Semenya.
Clemento, thank you very much. It was always a pleasure having you around, and all the best. Clemento came second with his team. He didn't play up to 10 minutes, but he says no slow motion is better than no motion. So Clemento Suarez wrapping it up, live from the Juventus Football Academy. It's been a wrap on the maiden edition of the Embassies World Cup, where Italy crowned champions. Bye from us. My name is Isaac Tete, reporter live from Juventus Football Club, and a big thank you to all our supporters, and of course the production crew led by Emmanuel Yeboah Dakun, channel manager Bakope. Bye. Good night for now.